Hello, hello, hello. Hey, y'all. It's me, SB. And Mr. Boss is over here playing with his his board. Y'all know he's supposed to give me the boom. What happened with my boom, sir? Can I have my boom? Anyway, how y'all doing today? It is Freestyle Friday. I sound kind of funny. I don't know why. Can y'all hear me okay? I hope everybody is hearing me just fine. Probably got my headset in backwards. Leave it up to me. I'll do those type things. But I hope everybody is doing great today. I am having oh, never mind. I'm on Edward, get it straight, buddy. Get it straight. Listen, I am having an awesome time today, as always. I have mastered or I realize how to be happy. I hope you guys can do that too. You know, this is interesting. Y'all know I've been in this space for now doing this particular type of business, far as YouTube, real estate. Y'all know I feel like I should have sold a house today. But anyway, I'm in this business where I'm doing relationships and marriage and things of that nature. So things are a little different. Who knows why? But I'm learning a lot. But I'm getting used to it. I'm figuring out my way. But how y'all doing? I hope everybody's good. Today is Freestyle Friday. On Freestyle Friday, we're gonna talk about a couple of things. I'm gonna review my week, but y'all know I had a hump day Wednesday, right? And on my hump day, I kind of downloaded a little bit on what had already happened from that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday. And so Wednesday was it. But guess what? A whole lot more has happened since then. Because y'all know on Wednesday night, I was over at Krew season. And Jesus, I already told y'all, Krew season after midnight, I might get a whole lot of stuff. So y'all already know. But anyway, we're going to get there in just a little bit. And I'm also going to talk about, I got a guest coming tomorrow. I got a guest coming, Auston. Auston, the man, the passport bro, will be with SB tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I want all of y'all to be there with me. I'm going to be talking to Auston. We're going to have a good conversation. And I'm going to let him tell me who he is and what he's doing and what the passport bros are all about. Because I'm hearing so many other things. I really am confused about it. And I think some of y'all are confused about it also. So listen, we're going to get it straight from the man, Auston himself. And he's going to be with me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you all can definitely be there. Definitely. But what else I got going on? Last night, I think it was last night. Yeah, last night, Thursday night, I was over with the wives and we were having such a good conversation. Y'all, y'all don't even understand. I come from Wednesday night with the killer babes to the Thursday night with the lovely women, the wives, and they so happy to be married and they up in there crying because they met their husbands, y'all. They crying because they met their husband. And I'm just trying to get these women on Wednesday night to understand. You got women over here crying because they done met a man that they love and the man loved them. And y'all just need to experience that type of vulnerability. And they saying, hell no, I don't want that. I'm like, dearly beloved. Yeah, what's a girl to do? They said, I don't want that. They say, I want to fight. And I'm like, no, y'all too pretty to fight. What you fighting for? But then we keep going. And we do it again the next week. And the next week. I'm made for it. Y'all, I'm built for it. So it don't really matter to me. I wouldn't cry, but I love mine too. So I understand. Nurse Fancy, you love yours too. I see you. So y'all, they was on there crying last night. Those women are so sweet. They love their husbands. They were talking about how much they just, love the idea of being wives and mothers. And a couple of them were married just for 1 year. And myself, y'all know. And Allie, Allie was one of the 1 year. And then the other young lady, I think she had been married 11 years and had 5 kids. And they just enjoyed being wives. And they were smiling. They were kind. We all talked about mistakes that we had made over the years. One was a boss chick. She said she had to turn that in. That wasn't working for her. And we had... me, I told y'all, I've told y'all before, I don't like the grocery store. I don't like doing certain things. So Mr. Boss has to do it, So anyway, we all talked about what we had to conform with being married and things of that nature. But it was good. Y'all, it was good conversation. We enjoyed each other. We smiled, we laughed, and then we left. And I appreciate those women so much because Wednesday night, I tell you, was a day, it's exhausting, but I love it. That's just one of those things. But I'm going to keep up with what I do because I do believe that all women that want to be married should be able to experience the love from a good man that loves them, the vulnerability to be able to just be in your femininity and just be okay. The right to smile, the right to have a good time. Just to feel good. Dang, why do we got to be so uptight and ready to jump as soon as someone says hello? So Anyway, but I'm gonna say hello to a few people in the comment section right now. Then we gonna get into this thing because y'all already know. Let's see what we got. Q. Kevin C. Thank you so much, Kevin, for your $120 Honduran super chat. Thank you, and great job getting Auston to come in. Listen, you gotta be there because we're gonna be talking to him. You got some questions. We're gonna definitely be talking to him, asking him questions, and just letting him just tell his side of the story, what he's doing, all of that. I want to know what drove him to go other places. I want to know it all, So he's definitely going to be here Saturday night at 8:00 or tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern. So definitely be there, Kevin, if you can. I know you will handle the interview with maturity, objectivity, and understanding. Absolutely. Because listen, I think the young man is doing awesome things. He's living his life. As long as he's making good decisions, I have no issues. And guess what else? And I say this often: a woman is a woman. I know people say, and it looks like the appearance of it is that women, in other countries are way more cooperative and submissive. But I guess what? There are some here too. I'm not telling you to be here, but there are some here too. You might have to look for them, but they're here. And I bet you go over there, you're going to find some rattlesnakes over there too. So you know what? I'm just hoping that you have the best outcome. Women are women. That's what I hope for. Thanos, what's going on with you, buddy? How you doing? It's good to see you. But let me say hello to a few people. I'm gonna slow it down because y'all, I'm gonna take my time today because I need y'all to hear me. I really do. Jimmy Child, SVU gotta address how those ladies on the cruise season banded together to disrespect you. I was hoping the other guys on the panel would have came through to shut that down. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We're going to talk about it. We got, as y'all young folks say, some receipts. Hey, Thanos, thank you so much for your super chat. Let me see if Mr. Boss can get that back up for me so I can take a look at it. Thank you for your $19.99 super chat. You said you brought the church finger out Wednesday night. I said, now, wait a minute. Didn't I? See, that's what that wisdom do for you. It's like, now slow down. Let me talk to you for a minute because you're getting out of control. But you know what? It didn't do no good, Thanos. We're going to have to still pray. It didn't do a bit of good. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing what I do. Got to keep doing what I do. So anyway, hello, Blue Universe. It's good to see you, Edward. What you doing, Edward? I hope you're doing good today. The AP, listen, I owe you. I don't know how you did it, brother, but you went and found that video from the weeks before and you put it on the screen for me. But guess what? I got something for you. Accountability TTV did it too. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show it for real, in real time. And we're going to see exactly what was going on. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. But I appreciate you for doing that. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. But thank you. Because they think I'm crazy, right? Nurse Francis, what you saying about Chantelle? Y'all, we need to let Chantelle go recover from all of this. She good. I have a problem with Simone's community post. I don't know what Chantelle's community post was like, so I'm going to have to take your word for that. Hopefully, she'll get better at this. I mean, whatever, I don't know. But sometimes we fall off, y'all. She ain't no perfect person. She just didn't understand. She made a good point, but it wasn't the point that he made. So in other words, instead of just submitting to the point he made to be his point and didn't make it another, she wanted to out him for whatever reason. I don't really know. It didn't work out very well. Like I said, I hope she recovers from this and be okay. And Trill, he's going to be who he is. I'm going to stand by what was right. I'm going to be who I am. And we're going to move on. Y'all ain't going to remember. Something else going to happen. It already has. So let's keep moving. But, the Normal Nerd, how are you? It's good to see you. Who else we got there? Q, what's up with you, girl? How you doing? Q, you should have been there. I saw you in the comment section, though, girl. You are so funny. Brown eyes, how you doing? Aka, what's going on? Where Bob at? Oh, from Aka and Bob. Bob, does that mean you in the room? I hope so. Hope you're doing well. Q, you don't go live no more. Yes, Q, do go live. I hate she missed that show though. Q, this is all your fault. I'm just kidding. Don't you dare get sensitive on me. I am just kidding. Big Lim says, sexy self. Thank you. Who is this? Scam. What's going on with you, Dust? Male Logic, hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'd be trying with the natural beauty, y'all. Yeah, I got to do something to my hair. I need some suggestions. Oh, let me say this before I get done. Y'all know I'm about 300 away from having the 10,000 super chat. Listen at that. The 10,000 subscriber goal party. I've already told y'all when I hit 10,000, the show will change. Another addition that is coming will be Wife Ed. That is short for Wife Education. I will be doing a wife class on Friday mornings at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. And all the ladies that want to be involved, I would love for you to be involved and share this note that I'm telling you all. I will have more to come once we reach our goal. We're going to jump into it. You know, I'm be giving y'all some little gems that you can just carry with you. I don't know everything, but we're going to learn together. And I hope you all help me and I can help you all. I'm not a counselor, but I'm a woman that's been married for a very long time. So I've seen some things. I've been through some things. You can ask me certain questions, but certain things I'm not going to tell you. I never tell you can leave your husband. So you can forget that. You're going to have some growing pains if you're going to dealing with me. You're going to have some growing pains and a whole bunch of crying nights because you're going to have to wear it, girls. You're going to have to wear it because we are so prideful and got so much ego. Woo. I just, it is what it is. So anyway, if I miss someone, I will definitely say hello throughout the show. And I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell y'all before I go on. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to jump right into this. On Monday night, we actually talked about, I was with Truth. How you doing today? On Monday night, I was actually with Black Men, and we talked about that young boy, Tyree, being deleted, and it was a sad thing. So I'm not going to say anything much about that. That's kind of self-explanatory. I hope they find out who did. I know they know who did it, but I hope they find out the story behind this and make it make sense to us because it was an awful thing. Okay, so we're going to move on into Krew season on Wednesday night. Y'all know I love going over the Krew season because they're younger than I, and I have a good time there. I also feel like I have a purpose for being there. There are women other than the women on the panel that need to hear something. Some people, did y'all not know there are some women that hear nothing from a woman that is married? They actually never even seen a woman married. They know nothing about a man that is good. They know nothing about a father. They just grew up with a whole bunch of women, and that's all they know. And these are unmarried women. And so I think I serve a purpose there for, the point is we just can't just say anything. Often I'm there and I hear women, I hear them say things to me that is just awful. And I know I'm feeling y'all now, guys. I'm feeling y'all because I get tired too. I really do. Because I'm thinking, they're not going to say nothing. These men ain't going to say nothing. Okay. And I know you get tired because I get tired. It's like, daggone it, I can't correct everything they say, or I can't challenge everything they say. My goodness, seems like, they may want to do different on their own, but it doesn't come off that way. And it's like, look, the world is watching. And even if you don't agree with me, there's still the world is watching because it might be a man out there that's not the man that you're speaking of, but he still hears how you speaking to a man. And that's important because men stick together on that kind of thing, y'all. Men don't like to have other men emasculated. They don't like it. So no matter how much the man is wrong, he'll like, look, let's just go. Come on, let's walk away. And they'll have a conversation outside of our visual that gets it back on track. And we won't know nothing about it. They won't just let you just beat them down, So I'm going to play this video. And this is actually what took place on Wednesday night. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm playing this video. I'm playing this video because the question that was out there was, do men have a higher standard or do women? And of course, all the men said that men have a higher standard. This is in relationships. Do men have a higher standard? All the men says men have a higher standard. And all the women said the ladies have a higher standard besides myself. I said that ladies have a higher standard. Now, in this video, you're going to understand why I said the ladies. Did I say that wrong? Let me say it again. The question was, who has the highest standards in relationships? Do men or do women? All the men said men have higher standards. And all the ladies said the ladies have higher standards. But me, I said men have the higher standard. And in this video, you're going to know why I said that. So let's just take a minute, watch the video, and then we'll move on. It was after 12 that y'all down with oral sex and guaccing. So that means
Who said that? Who said that?
You weren't on the panel, Taylor.
The men.
Yeah, I need you to specify.
Have higher
specify who
what lady
I did not say
told
that.
you that she was doing that after 12. Please take my name out of that. So who told you that? That's very important for
Like
married
I
people on
said,
this show.
On this panel, I was told that ladies do a lot of oral sex and guaccing to people to young men who have not asked them to be married.
I just want to put guaccing.
It came up in the comment. I mean, anyway.
So that either had to be Lucky or Kayla, because I knew it with me. B. Taylor wasn't here, so who?
I know. Don't put that on Lucky. No, because I wasn't even here.
I asked for her to say.
Hold on, SB and ladies. Y'all want to be fake. Y'all are fake as hell. Y'all are fake as hell. It's definitely girls. It's definitely girls out here giving sex.
Okay. We're going to continue to play, but I just wanted y'all to pick up on a couple of things. This was the other night. Notice when I said this was my reasoning for the ladies having a lower standard than the men, because a couple of weeks prior, someone had sent in a comment, and in that comment, they had made a statement about guaccing. Now, me, and we're going to get there, I didn't know exactly what guaccing was, so I was having some questions. But as you notice, I want y'all to pay close attention who's on the panel now. And I'm going to show the other video in just a moment, and I want y'all to pay close attention to who's on the panel at that time. Because I got B. Taylor up in the left-hand corner. She says, who said that? Then you got Kayla in the middle. She's saying, B. Taylor, you wouldn't know. And then you got Queen Sheba on the end. Don't put me in it. I don't know. It had to be Lucky or someone else. I just need y'all to pay attention to what's going on. But my only point was, if women are indeed guaccing and doing the guaccing in oral sex, tossing salads, or all these things, if they're doing that, they don't have their standards high enough. So I'm gonna continue to play the video, and I want y'all just to listen to what I'm saying.
Not in relationships with.
Shout out to Krew.
And it's just like if men out here having sex with women, they're not in relationships. People have casual sex. That is the world.
She said women on the panel. Saying women
Kayla, if you want to be
different than saying women on the panel. That saying women on the panel are cool with fucking
be your girl fight. No.
That's what she said. Is what I'm saying.
And it was the truth because if I remember correctly,
that's not what was said. That's not what was said. The women on the panel.
What was said though?
Because remember, I think I remember when it was said, and I want y'all to pay another close attention to something else that happened, because Kayla said that we were not speaking about anyone on the panel. And that was absolutely true. When the comment came in, Kayla and I got to tell you, we went back and forth about it. And she was just trying to tell me what it meant. And we were not talking about women on the panel. It was just modern women. This is what they do. It's all it was. It wasn't calling nobody's name. It wasn't saying the women that were there. None of it. It was just a generalized response to a comment. And we're going to keep watching. I said, ladies, y'all got to stop. And I got a little pushback from, I think, 2 women here on the panel now. And you said, no.
Okay, so let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay. Am I lying, or you want me to say?
No, you're not. I'm not going to say you're lying. I'm saying you're,
because I remember somebody saying. Let me just tell you what I remember. I remember somebody saying something to the effect, "Oh no, not short-term relationships, long-term relationships," and the other one saying something like, "Oh, so were you a virgin?" Or something like that. I think I recall something of that nature, but I could be mixing that up with some other stuff.
So let me clear it up.
But just to say this, let me just say this, whether it was you all actually doing it or not, you all were saying that women
you all,
are actually
woman, and
doing.
I don't talk about sucking penis on no panel.
Anyway,
I need to
the
clarify.
ladies were saying that this is a real thing, that women are doing oral sex and guaccing. So that tells me that you all are not very high with your standards, because I was like, are y'all seriously doing this? Y'all got to preserve yourself. That was my advice to what was going on. And this is a real thing. I'm sure Trill got the tape.
I think it's
and let me
important.
refresh. And let me
Okay.
hold on. Let's refresh your.
Let's
It's
just stop.
important that
Wait.
Can we just stop?
Can I
So as you know, you heard all the chatter that went on afterwards, and you noticed my position was just quiet. I just need y'all to understand what just happened. And what just happened was I was commenting about a comment that happened 2 weeks ago. And I was simply saying, due to that comment, if it's true, like the ladies had told me, then the standard of a woman is lower than a man's. That's it. I wasn't calling anybody's name, wasn't pointing out anybody. It was just how it is. And ladies, if this is definitely true, we need to raise our standard, because we shouldn't be giving ourselves in this way to a random man that has not promised us marriage. Preserve yourself. And if y'all haven't figured it out yet, Security's Boss's message is to preserve yourself, right? Y'all hear that? I'm all the time preserving myself, and I'm telling you all to preserve yourselves. I mean, shoot, this last whole week has been about the box, and I'm telling y'all, preserve yourself. So I hope y'all understand my position. Nope, I didn't call any names, didn't insinuate anybody of any bad doings. It was just based on a comment. In my opinion, it was pretty darn innocent, but I got to go back, of course. And this goes on, y'all. This goes on and gets crazy. They even imply that I'll call them whores. I'm not even going to go into it because y'all heard the chatter. The chatter continued on. And if y'all want to see the entire video, you can definitely go on. But I think I'm done with this for now. But I want y'all to make sure that y'all pay a close attention to the people that were on the platform at the time. Definitely pay close attention. But I'm going to get back to something. But for now, I want to read a couple of things in the a couple of comments and the super chats. Alan Q, thank you so much for your super chat. I hope you're not trying to save hoes. Listen, I don't know nothing about that, Q. I'm just trying to save women. Listen, I am so over the fact that women suffer from trauma, single motherhood, and all the other things that we suffer from bad decisions. And if I can share anything with them to say, listen, this is a way that you don't have to experience this, I'm going to do it. I don't really care what you are, who you are. I am going to do it. I'm gonna be like, look, you ain't got to go through this. It's something you can do. And I'm gonna share that with whomever who's listening. But we obviously see that they got a different agenda, right? We do. But I just wanted y'all to just pay attention to the dynamic of what was going on, who was there, who was on the panel, and what have you, because somebody blessed me this morning. Was it this morning? Was it yesterday? I don't know when it was, but somebody went back. AP did it, but somebody, Accountability T, also his channel. You can go to his channel and watch all these videos. He actually went back and got the video. I was like, man, that was for me. But AL, how you doing, AL? Don't say if she don't want to be saved. AL, thank you so much for your $2 super chat. I don't know, but I'm beginning to think like you all. But I can't stop what I'm doing, though. I mean, I have a mission and a purpose, along with being my husband's wife. I do have a job to do. Why would I be married and love being married and love being a wife and can share with you all how to be one, a good one, and just keep it all to myself? What kind of woman would I be? That's not fruitful. In order to be fruitful, I need to be sharing the good news. And it's good news to be a wife and be covered and not have to worry about crazy stuff that goes on in this crazy world and just, and that's just what I want women to know. If it can happen, I want it to happen for them. So that's what I'm doing here. But listen, I think Mr. Boss might have that other video up now, and I got to show y'all this. So if y'all paid good attention to what was going on the last one, that happened this past Wednesday. Excuse me. Now I'm going to take you back to next week. So let me see if Mr. Boss can bring that one up. This one came straight from Accountability T. So pay attention. It's a little longer and we have to pay the whole video. So y'all stay tuned. Don't go to sleep on me. Stay engaged. Here we go.
Because you were single first before you were married, right? So what did you do?
I told you what I did. I got married at 25 before I had to spend my time or let myself go in this world with trying to prove something to some man that was not going to marry me. So that's what I'm advising y'all to do. Preserve
Did you
yourself
reverse
because I actually had a child.
Oh.
But guess what? I'm telling you now, there was no gawking going on. No tossing salads, no gawking, none of that.
Hit enough. The gawk don't be gawking how I prefer to be gawked gawkwardly. It's a gawking shame.
Listen.
She just on the tip. She just on the tip. That's a real thing.
That's a real thing. I'm sorry.
She getting cut. She getting cut.
That is insane. I can't believe you typed that. Y'all
I'm not feeling the ambition in this. Like, where
y'all would pass up a good woman if she don't give great.
That's a whole other show.
These men are that shallow.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't.
How shallow.
I wouldn't. Everybody can learn. Everybody can learn.
That is true.
I don't think everybody can learn. I don't think that.
Oh.
Some people have been taught and taught again, and they just they're just not getting it.
Some people just got it.
Everybody got different learning skills. Some people can learn by reading. Some people can learn by showing. Some people can learn by watching. You just got to find how them people learn. That's all it is.
Maybe
That's very true.
No,
but they have to have the ambition to want to do such things.
I'm not feeling your drive.
That's another one.
Your drive is crazy.
They have to have the drive, like Ronan says, to want to achieve such gawk.
See, right there. Kayla just made us look good right there.
Huh? No.
And let me explain to you why. No. Stand on it.
Huh?
Stand on it. B. Taylor, fix your face. She made us look really good.
How?
Right? Because y'all tried to position it as if, but damn, if she don't give good head, y'all willing to walk away. And then my boy Ricky introduced something so eloquently, said she don't have the will. Oh no, Kayla did. She don't have the will to do it. So that speaks to a bigger issue, which would be valid for us to walk away because that's constantly unchecking boxes that we thought was checked, but you don't have the willpower to please your man, and that is a fireable offense. Do y'all not agree?
Talking about men, and it's definitely a fireable offense.
Okay, then. So then we wouldn't be wrong for leaving.
You're not willing to try, and you're not willing to put in the effort.
3,000? She may not need to.
Nah, because there's some men that want gawk, but they don't want to do what they need to do. Okay, so if you're not willing to do what you need to do, and you're not willing to learn to do it well, then you will definitely be dismissed. Like,
I got a question. Is this a married man, or is he's talking about his wife, or because women shouldn't be gawking as girlfriends?
No, this is Satan's favorite Pookie. I'm sure he doesn't believe in a
SB, take it back. Take it back.
No, I'm not taking it back.
That maybe before, but like genuinely see if you could get a man
women
marry you in
2022 well, guess what?
Without proving that. I'm not saying regularly. I'm just saying
before you have to prove out that concept. You just waited till you got married to do that.
Absolutely. You don't share everything with just a random. There's got to be something
okay,
that you give to your man.
Get on the panel. Hold on.
We didn't say random. You said before
let me say this. Being married is an exclusive club. If you don't do anything that's exclusive, then you're not going to be a part of that club. So if you're giving everything you got prior, this is what they.
There are other things.
Yeah, because they're doing things with. It's equal to like doing something with someone that you don't even like, because you're saying you don't like that person. You're doing something with the person that you don't like. I don't know about that.
Well, what did you do, SB? Because you said it's an exclusive.
I got married 27 years ago. I was 25 years old. That's what I did.
Before you were married.
I told you what I did.
Before you were married, because you were single first before you were married, right? So what did you do?
I told you what I did. I got married at 25 before I had to spend my time or let myself go in this world with trying to prove something to some man that was not going to marry me. So that's what I'm advising y'all to do. Preserve yourself because I actually had a child. But guess what? I'm telling you now, there was no gawking going on. No tossing salads, no gawking, none of that.
Is that
And
why
you can do that. You can do that if you're a good
Can y'all
woman.
say that men leave because of that? Like,
Hey, hold on, wait.
I'm
This
just
is
saying.
a
Hold on,
family
can I
show.
ask my
Y'all are
question?
throwing
No,
right
I
off
want
the
to hear.
ground.
Let me ask my question.
I
Just
think she's
saying.
just simply saying, don't give them everything.
That's all I said.
Before. That's
But
all she's saying.
That's what I said, though. That's
So I hope that y'all took note to who was on the panel. So everybody was on that panel, especially the two ladies in the back. I'm just going to tell you, it was B. Taylor, it was Queen Sheba, it was Kayla, it was Sierra, myself, and the men. The only man that wasn't there. Well, Ricky was there then, but Ricky wasn't there the other night. Now, if y'all can recall last night or the Wednesday night, Lucky got quite offended and felt like I needed to name names. And I think she said that she wasn't even there. And she wasn't there, but she also said that she was in the comment section. So she actually, well, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because I don't know. I don't watch people like that. I don't know if she was in the comment section at this particular time or not. But my point I'm only trying to make is when we had this conversation about that comment, everybody was joking, laughing. It was just a fun conversation. It was after 12, and I've always said on Krew Season, things get crazy after 12. It was just a joke. There was no hostility. But when I bring it back up, because they enlightened me that walking is a real thing, and that would be lowering a woman's standard, to my opinion, then it all became, I wasn't even there. That didn't happen. Who told you that? Where was that at? They tried to play me like I was crazy, y'all. They did. I was like, well, do I need to stop or am I lying? I actually said that. So y'all, they got me really tripping. I'm like, and then Miss Lucky kept going and said I was calling them all hoes. I was calling them hoes, y'all. Do we need to play that part too? I didn't even want to get into the mess because I was so surprised about the mess. It was just shocking. But hey, Ricky, they don't care about, oh, wait a minute, Ricky. They don't care about be correct. They just want the right in the moment. Ricky, you was there. We were laughing. We were joking. Everybody was just having what I thought good conversation. It was just a funny comment. It was no big deal. Nobody was whores. I was just being enlightened on what is going on in today's modern time. And that was it. But when I held them accountable for it, when I held not particularly them, just ladies, the question was, who has the higher standards, ladies or men? I said men, because they have just told me that ladies be walking. Now, I think that's a reasonable way of thinking. What do y'all think? I mean, really, it seemed reasonable to me, but if I was off, I'm sorry. And even Ricky gave him an alternative. I said, preserve yourself. Ricky say, they was trying to tell Ricky, all men like this. And Ricky said, I don't know about that because you can learn. Come on, y'all. So I'm beginning to like put one eyebrow up because I don't understand what's going on, y'all. I don't understand. I'm feeling like that we trying to create beef, or is it just chaos? What is it? What is it? Most of the time, I mean, until I'm talking, I'm quiet. Does that make sense? Q, what you got to say over here? Q say, hot dogs holler triggered. Hey, Q, they made me question no, they didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I knew what happened. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I gotta tell y'all something. I'm finna have a confession. SB is much sharper than y'all think. I just need to let y'all know that. I just don't indulge in all things, but I'm listening. But the idea of it is I'm not taking a pen and paper into Krew Season with me so I can drop a bomb on you. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to hold you accountable for the things you say or the things you've said in the past. And if I can't recall them verbatim, forgive me. I'm not trying to, because I wasn't trying to hold water back then. I'm just listening and paying attention. So don't make me do this, because I don't want to do this. I don't want to take notes to what you're saying. Ricky, what you saying? They be lying. They lying.
Bro,
They liars. They are. Ricky, you were there. I don't know if did you see the show? Yeah, you did. You was there. It's amazing to me, y'all. How did what I did become y'all all whores and I insult you guys. And what else I do? I insult you, you whores, and I disrespect you. Let me just explain myself, y'all. I'm downloading. This is my last day of download. Tomorrow I'm gonna be with Austin, and him and I gonna have a good conversation, and we're gonna start all over. I'm gonna elevate myself a couple of more steps. But today I'm downloading. Now, there was some comments made. Okay, this is what Mr. Boss does. I'm on Krew season, and in everybody that's on Krew season, probably anywhere, accountability. I don't think he's on Krew season, but he himself clips videos or clips parts of videos and he posts them. There's no editing done to it. We just cut them and we post them. Now, when we cut them, understand this. Those are things that you all have said. He is not capable of inserting verbs and nouns in your voice and creating sentences. These are things that you say. These are things that you say. But what we are doing is spotlighting those things that you say. Now, some would call it a version of shame. But if it's what you say and you believe in it, stand on it. Stand on it. Make another video. React to it. Do whatever you want to do. But don't say I'm being disrespectful. Now, I don't even know if that's what you're calling disrespect. I really don't know. But if it is, no, because you said it. Mr. Boss is great. No, let me go one better. I have an excellent marketing team. And that's what they do. But it's all things that you say, and you will never find a video that I'm not a part of. So actually, it's about me. And I dare you think it's about you. You just happen to be in the video. So, y'all, I'm just like, accept me for who I am. I don't mean you no harm. I really don't. Don't cause this thing here. It's not like that. You know, we're in this video. I'm saying that women need to raise their standards. I say it all the time. And then all of a sudden, when I bring up a situation that everybody could relate to, we're laughing about it, we're joking about it just 2 weeks prior. Now all of a sudden, I ain't say that. I wasn't even there. Who you talking to? You better get it right. Won't you name some names? Huh? I'm not trying to put nothing on you. I'm just saying what I learned that night after midnight. But no. They can't hear that. You know, I don't know if they go back. And then they tell me I need to apologize. I'm like, what? Okay. Wait for it. And I know that's mean to me, y'all. I don't want to be this way. And then I got people over here on the left calling me nice, nasty. I'm going to have to embrace the nice, nasty, because that may be me, because I am nice. And I want to be nice. I want to be nice. I want to be kind. I want to be pleasant. And I absolutely do. I do. And I am. But honestly, guys, I feel picked on. I do. I feel picked on. I'm a big girl, though. I don't care. But I do feel like, daggone it, what you doing right now? Why are you doing this? I'm just repeating what you said. I'm just using what you said. And I'm just making a comment about something I heard a couple of weeks ago. Why are we so upset? The Gemini, how are you? Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. It says they attack any truth to speak their own truth. Listen, you're right. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know for sure what we need to do with that, but I'm gonna continue to be me. But I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna talk over them. I'm gonna try to not to do all the chattering. You know, Mr. Boss has given me permission to continue to talk. He says, "Babe, when you're talking and you hear him talking, continue." Because I at the beginning I shut up. I was shutting up. I was just, you know, when they talked, I just shut up because I know y'all can't hear anything we're saying. But he's like, "Don't do it. I'm gonna turn your mic up. I'm gonna make sure they hear you." Now, I shouldn't have said that, right? But I'm just telling everything. This is Download Friday, Freestyle Friday. I'm just telling you what I do, because he was like, "I'm tired of these women just doing this. This shouldn't be like this, and it shouldn't." Now, I enjoy my time on Krew season. Y'all understand that? I do. I even like sharing with the women. I do. But I understand. I play chess too. I see what's going on, but I look, it's okay. It doesn't change anything. I'm still gonna be who I am. I'm still going to be that married woman that gets off and going with her husband when I'm done. I'm going to still be smiling. I'm going to still be telling everybody they need to be married. It's still going to be who I am. So you continue to play chess if you want. Continue to use me as the pawn, as ally, as who's that? Ali said, you know, I see what's going on, Ali. It's good. Thank you. I thank you. But, you know, this is Download Friday for me. And Alex, thank you so much for your $5 super chat. The way the other women treated you on Krew season was in poor taste. Now, you know, I don't do, okay. I think younger female were completely disrespectful. And the younger female would have been, oh, you're talking about Lucky. You know what? I'm not going to continue to call her name because I think she gets excited about it, but she's welcome to come up here and maybe we can have a end of this download Friday and she can add whatever it is she needs to add because, you know, it's ridiculous to me. I don't pick on people. I don't disrespect people, and I definitely don't insult and call them out of their names. I will say again, I will use you in a video, y'all. I will, but it's you. It's you. It's you and me. I don't add anything. I don't be cutting up like some people do, cutting up and making it lose its actual meaning. I don't do that. Mr. Boss don't do that. I have an excellent marketing team. It's who you are. It's what you said. I just want you to do better. You know, and if I'm wrong and you got something on me, let me do better. But me shrugging my shoulders saying, I don't know. We got to do better than that. I shrug my shoulders because I don't know. I don't know. Why would I involve myself in mess? I don't understand that. You try your best to stay away from messy situations. See, y'all, this is why I ain't part of the sisterhood. Well, there's some other reasons too. But see, this is what the sisterhood does. You know, the person that tries to be a standout, the person that tries to do things right, the person that tries to keep things above board, to be honest, to be helpful, to be kind. You know, I got to get some dirt on them. I got to pull them in. She shrugged her shoulders, bitch. What? I shrugged my shoulders because I didn't want to be a part of the mess. But you know what? I can't even love you right. I can't even do it. I can't do it. It's like, wow. You can't, you got to be in the mess. If you ain't part of the mess, you somebody else. Wow. I'm not a part of the mess. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Another glance. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat. This person says, and I don't know if you're a woman or a man, disagreeing is fine. Disrespecting is wild. You're exactly right. But guess what? I'm beginning not to know what disrespect is. You know, there could be a difference in time. You know, my disrespect may be totally, you know, it may be totally acceptable now to call another woman a bitch, but that's not me, you know? So maybe I need to, no, I'm not. No, I'm just gonna let everybody know it's not acceptable for me. So when talking to me, don't do that. Or when I'm talking to you, don't do that. Or it may be acceptable in some people's world to call a dark-skinned woman like myself that happen to love black men a mammy. But in my world, it's not, because I'm not a slave. And I don't want to downgrade or take for granted what a slave woman did. You know, why am I doing that? Why would somebody do that? What does me loving a black man, seeing that they have value, wanting them to be leaders, listening to them, hearing them, what they got to do with being a mammy? Do we know what a mammy is and what she did? Do we have any idea what she had to endure? That's not my life. That's not my life. So why would you call me a mammy? And let me make sure I let you know what. B. Taylor has never called me a mammy. I need to let y'all know that. Y'all hear me. Don't go back and tell B. Taylor I said she called me a mammy. She did not. That incident between me and B. Taylor was simply because I had never visually seen anyone use the word mammy. Now, in my comment sections, they call me mammy all the time. Understand this. I mean mammy at least once a week, right? So when I heard B. Taylor use the word mammy, I just simply wanted to ask her, what does that mean? And why do we do that? Why do we disrespect other women this way? Now, listen, I'm going to apologize to Trill because we were not talking about that. It didn't happen on his platform. And the reason why I brought it up at that particular moment, I found a way to get it in there, y'all. I'm just going to tell you. But the reason why I found a way to get in there is because we were talking about how can we make things better. And I was saying one way we can make things better is to add value back into each other and respect each other. So when I said the respect part, the mammy part popped up in my head. And I said, oh, wow, I need to ask you something. And I said, I heard you call someone a mammy. I was walking by my TV. I wasn't even looking, but I heard her. And I was incorrect because I did not go get the pad and the pencil and write it down to see exactly what she said. So I could at one day come back and get her and drop a bomb. That was not my intentions. I didn't even know her at the time. But she cleared it up. What she said was mammy vibes. She said this woman is giving her mammy vibes. And the other night, she made some attempt to clear that up. Now, for me, I didn't care nothing about the vibe. I just wanted to know about the mammy. And that's all I wanted to know. It could have been a simple conversation. I don't know why people can't have them. She didn't say it to me. I just wanted to know why mammy? Why mammy? It was a problem, issue. So now I once was a mammy, and then another Lucky, I think, played off of that. And then I became a Tammy for her. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with y'all? What is this about? So again, what are we doing? What are we doing? And listen, y'all go get in your DMs and tell them what I said, because it might be a good time to talk about it. It's Download Friday, and I never say anything. I always respect other people's platform. And even though people think I should be going to other people's platform and straightening women out, I only do that on Krew season because we're a solution-based show, and that's what needs to happen. It's not like somebody else got their show and they doing their monologue, and I'd be like, you just lied in your monologue. I need you to correct that. I'm not doing that. That's not what I do, right? So anyway, let me do this. Let me read this super chat. We're going to get back into it. King Spark, thank you so much for your $19.99 super chat. Mr. Bushy. SB, jealousy and envy exist on the panel. Listen, these are beautiful women. And they say they've already told me they don't want what I got. They're beautiful women. And I'm going to say it again. I tell them the same thing. All of them. They're beautiful women, and they already have told me that they don't want what I have. B. Taylor said it herself. I don't want what you got. I said, okay. So I can't see, and she's the one with the most voice, right? I can't see why that she would be jealous or envious of anything that I do, especially if you don't want what I got, right? So I hear what you're saying, and I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's the Spirit of God, the Spirit of God that I carry with me. I carry a spirit of order. I'll carry a spirit of femininity. I'm not getting ready to cut your head off nor disrespect you. And that may make you feel a little off. So you may not know how to deal with that. You've heard before. It's just good and evil. We're just in the same space. That's all. That's all. And I'm not going anywhere. So what do? I'm going to fight. Ain't that what they always do? So, Uncle Stu, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for being here. You say, thank you for the $5 super chat. The old man on the block. Salute, support the stream. Thank you so much, Uncle Stu. It's good to see you. But anyway, that's what's going on. And like I said, this is Download Friday. This particular thing that we went through on Wednesday night kind of just made me like, what is going on here, y'all? This is too much. I'm not into being negative. I'm not into hurting other women. And I say this all the time. I want women to preserve themselves, and I want every woman to be mad. Brown eyes, what you say? So solid. Okay. Mr. Boss is trying to get y'all super chats. Y'all know we got a different system, and it just whack on super chats. So if any time that we do not reach a super chat, forgive us. I'm apologizing right now, because sometimes they get lost in the shuffle. It's not StreamYard. It's something different. And it's just, But anyway, once Mr. Boss does that, I'm gonna read these super chats, and we're gonna drop the link. And I want to talk to y'all about it a little bit, because most of you, or some of you, have definitely seen what we do. Who is this? Q, what you doing, girl? Let's see. Might be, I can't see that. Can you move that cursor up a little bit? I can't see there we go. SB might need backup. I do. Let me cam up once. Q, yeah, you will be good, Q. Because you quick. I just sit and listen a lot, because I ain't supposed to be going back and forth with nobody. I got a purpose. I got something I need to do. Thank you. Another glance says, thank you for remaining a lady. Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. I'm not going to let y'all down. Now, I might get a little strong sometimes, because listen, I'm a real person, y'all. I am a real person. I hear a lot. I see a lot, and I'd be like, whoa, but sometimes it's not up for me to correct. I'm just, I'm not doing it. The Geminis, thank you so much for your $1.99 super chat, $2 super chat. Now flip that to what Black men deal with. Oh, I told Mr. Boss today, I absolutely know how you all feel. That is why this is me speaking for them. They can come back and correct me. I think this is why the men on the panel just be like, oh, I ain't fooling. You know, this is why I think they are just because they have said so much. And I heard Trill say something, and I thought it was very wise for him to say that. He said, these people on the panel ain't going to change. Life got to change them. He said it. Now, at the time when he was saying it, I didn't know how deep that was. But now I'm beginning to see. He was like, people on these panels are not going to change. Life will have to. Now, see, Alex says, oh, God, Alex, I meant all of them, not singling out anyone. You're right, Alex. I don't, we don't want to single out anybody. I'm growing too. I want to grow. That's why I'm here. You know, I learn things from them. I tell them all the time. I say it all the time. I say, after 12 o'clock, y'all be teaching me something. I don't know nothing about. I'm in my square. Y'all, I've been married a long time. It's me and my husband. I don't do a lot of things that people do. So when I'm listening to them, they talking to me, they telling me, Kayla, listen, even here over at SB Nation, I got women that I embrace. I say it all the time, Sherelle, Q, Sugar Bum. All the time I'm giving them props for teaching me things I don't know. But these ladies that I just mentioned, Sugar Bum is probably the biggest troll ever, but I love her to death. When I have a question, she be like, boop, boop, boop. She be telling me this. And she has her thing about men also. But guess what? She listens to me. She listens to me. She don't be disrespecting me. She be like, okay, SB. And then I say what I say to her, and she says what she says to me, and it's fine. Q and I don't agree on everything, but Q listens to me, and I listen to Q, and I be like, Q, I got you, Q. I understand. But Q wants to be a married woman. So she's like, you're right, or this is that. And it's fine. Sherelle is a smart girl. Is a smart girl. She could tell you anything you want to know. And I listened to her. And she was like, SB, thank you so much for giving me a safe space to talk and a safe space to be in. I'm like, you got it. And those women have their own idea about what they're doing. They're not doing what I'm doing. Not yet anyway. And we get along great. But then I go to another place and then the great is gravy over there. But, it sharpens me. And also it makes me wonder and makes me think too, that the things that I'm saying may not be for them, but I'm still going to continue to say it because there are a lot of people that watch the Krew season, and it could be for some of the women that are in the audience. So Brown Eyes, how you doing? When you stand with God, the devil will attack you. Oh, all right, Brown Eyes. Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. So, Maurice, how you doing, Maurice? Thank you so much for your Max $65 super chat. It says time and environment is judge, jury, and executioner. Thank you so much for your super chat. Listen, thanks, Smooth. It's good to see you. Nurse Fancy. Oh, Nurse Fancy. If you got a moment, you are a testimony in itself. Nurse Fancy has been coming to my channel for a while. Nurse Fancy wasn't married when she first started coming, and along the way, Nurse Fancy, I could see her fighting me in the background, even though she didn't show it. But I saw Nurse Fancy fighting me. Nurse Fancy reported about, you've been married now, what, 2 months, maybe 3? She said, I'm married now, and guess what, SB? I don't do the single girlfriends anymore. And now, Nurse Fancy, if I'm wrong, you come and tell me. You definitely come and tell me. Marcus Evans, thank you, Marcus. Thank you again, Marcus, for the super chat. And he says, F to the sister code. F. Listen, the sister code is, I'm calling them 100. I need to say 1,000 strong of wrongdoing. Listen, I need to tell y'all something. I am not part of sister code nor sisterhood. And if I hear somebody saying something about a black man, it bothers me because I have a good one. And I see so many good ones in this comment section. Sorry, y'all. I see so many of you all. I do know that there are some men that are not pulling their weight. I know that, y'all. We all know that. But I see so many that are and want to be married. And it's almost like y'all are pleading with these women. Example, Auston Holleman. Auston is a 23-year-old man who has decided to leave the United States and go find a woman. Y'all, he's 23. He has not even lived enough life to, I would think, make that decision. But his experiences have been so bad thus far that he's like, no, I'm not doing it. He's only 23. 23. Now, a 35-year-old man, I'd be like, Dad, I understand what you're doing. But a 23-year-old man, he's like, I'm packing my bags and I'm not coming back. It's been that bad for him thus far. Sugar Bomb, what's going on? Sugar Bomb, I was just talking about you. Did you hear me? It's good to see you. But y'all, all I want to happen is this. Not everyone's going to be married. Not every black man is good. Not every black woman is good. And on the other side also. But we got to have a certain amount of respect for each other. We should be able to have a conversation. A black man should be able to come up to me and say, you know, why this or that? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. Okay. Or a black man should be able to talk to me and me have a conversation with me. And I should be able to turn around and tell him exactly what he said. Because I'm listening. I heard him. We've gone through this whole week and we got so caught up on the box and its interpretation and how hot it is, not hot, how valuable it is. Y'all ought to call it hot box. That was a hot one, right? How valuable it is. We've gone all week about this because we couldn't agree or couldn't respect each other. And it was the woman. This could not submit to the fact that she had a different idea from the man and his idea was good and hers was good too. Why we couldn't do that? She came from a different vantage point, which is okay. But why I got to make this man wrong? We just could not submit to that. And I'm saying, ladies, we got to do better. He was a man. They're our leaders. They're in authority. Could it be that they did see something that we don't? You know, could it be that they see down the street, around the corner, and we just see down the street? Could it be that? And I promise you that's it. They do have logical minds, but I'm telling you, in this space right here, I have seen so many logical women. At least that's what they're telling themselves, that they're logical, which is okay. I have some logical thoughts myself, but it came from life. It came from growing up. It came from making mistakes. It's not what God innately gave me. Now I do have wisdom, which comes from life, but I'm an emotional woman. The things and the way I think about things in my first consciousness is emotional. You hurt me. You pinch me, you hurt me. People are shooting, I scream. Mr. Boss goes up on people that are shooting, he pulls his gun. I scream. You see the difference? I'm like, oh my God. He's like, hide. That doesn't, why don't we get it? Men are not us, and we can't tell them how to think, and we don't think like they do. I appreciate them. I do. I want us to lift them up. I want them to be in their proper positions. I want every woman to know what that position is. It looks like authority. Now, that authority don't make me less. That authority makes me covered. Did y'all just hear what I said? As women, the authority that men have does not make you less. It makes you covered. We need to be covered. We need to be covered. We need to be covered because we can't see down the street, around the corner. We can't. We only see up the street. Only about a block. We'll be going to the grocery store, just doing this, and we won't even see the man behind us that's clocking us. We won't even see him. He'll follow us all the way to the car. And soon we put the key in the door to open it. He done knocked us over here and took our car. We won't even know what happened. Happens a lot, though. It happens a lot. Because we just, doing our thing. So that's what the men are for. They're there to protect us. It's not always physical protection. It's protection from the world, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all something. We shouldn't have to think about it. I shouldn't have to, and I don't. But I see sometimes that women are just upset, just angry, full of contention, full of stress. And I know they want to relax. They have the resting bee face. I might have it sometime too, but y'all, it's just me who I am. I'm good. I'm good. I'm really good. And I just want to share that with women. There's nothing behind me being my face resting. It's just that's what I'm doing at the time. But I know some women that are so angry. And it's so angry, you can't even have a conversation. Two women can't even have a conversation without it being in Walmart. Walmart, y'all, is just, I can't say what I want to say. But listen, if y'all just Google Walmart and see all those crazy things that go on in Walmart, two women can't even stand behind each other in the line waiting to get checked out in Walmart without an altercation. Two women We got our buggies. We waiting in line to get checked out. And it full-blown argument. Full-blown argument. It's like, oh my God, what's wrong with y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing right now? This is in Walmart. So again, I'm saying to ladies, I want y'all to know who men are. If all men are not the same. Men have a job they've been given from the very beginning. And I know the first thing y'all gonna say, SB, don't tell me you think that all men are like that. No, I don't think that all men are like that, but all men were given that. Now, whether it's been somebody has given them the support that they need in order for it to grow, probably not, because again, they may have had to grow up in a house with a single mom. And I'm not that I'm blaming it all on the single mothers, because the dad should have been there. You know, it's that egg before the chicken or the egg. Who knows? I'm not trying to argue that. Because again, I say this all the time. We cannot live in chaos all our lives. It's a chaotic situation. When we going to make it right? At some point in time, we got to be responsible for our own actions. I am ready to be responsible for my own actions. When I was a single mother for a short period of time, I got ready really quick to be responsible for my own actions. And I said, this will never happen again. And it didn't. I got married. And I'm the woman that I am. And I'm the example because I haven't lived a perfect life. And I'm sharing with ladies. I understand what you're saying, but you slept with him. Yeah, I do. I get it. Yeah, but you slept with him. But he left me. Yeah, but you slept with him. It still goes back to you. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I say to women, preserve yourself, because I understand that the box carries a lot of emotions. I do know that. And I do know when you're giving yourself to a man. And I also know this. Women, some women actually love men. Especially the ones that really want to be with a man, that really want to be in a good relationship and they want to marry him. We love y'all. We think y'all know everything. I mean, we may not tell y'all that you all are our kings and we want to be with you every minute of the day. We might not say it, but the reality of it is that's kind of how we feel, especially when we're young women. Now, of course, when we get older, life starts beating us up. You know, we don't necessarily feel that way anymore. We went and shacked up with a man and he left his socks on the floor. He didn't want to clean up. That put some scars on us. Now we like, you trifling dude, you know. So that scarred us up a little bit because here comes the next one. You know, now we're standoffish a little bit because we don't have that. We're not looking at him like a king anymore because we're seeing him for a real person, which he was in the beginning. So now we're getting a little bit more, you know, a little bit more ugly with it. Then the next one came and this happened. And, you know, I shacked up with one, he left, you know, I might've had a baby, I maybe didn't, whatever. I didn't learn what I needed to learn. So I went to the next one. Now, you know, I'm mad at him because, you know, he ain't married me yet and he lost his job and Negro took too long to get another one. So now my whole idea of this king that I started with is diminishing. Boy, by the time I get to 25, men ain't no good. But I was wrong in the beginning. I was wrong. I thought I had it together though. I thought I had it together because I thought I was doing and operating the way I was supposed to, but no, I wasn't. Who says you're supposed to shack up and give everything to this man and he hasn't asked you to marry him? I know we're in these modern times. And I know there's people out there that are teaching these talking points that says, what, if you go out after 5 and y'all, I don't know these talking points, so don't hold me to it. If you go out after 5, the man expects you to have sex with him. If you go on 3 dates, you need to have sex with him. All that stuff. Listen, you got to be intentional about what you want. If you intentionally want to be married, you need to learn what a wife looks like and you need to carry yourself like one. You need to be modest. You know, you don't need to be out here guacking and even talking about guacking, you know, in its original form. Y'all know, you see some women, they get on these panels and they talk sex talk better than any man. And those same women will drink you under the table. And they be talking about they want to be wives. And I'm looking like, okay, maybe not today, but okay. So I'm not going to judge these women, but I'm just telling you to be a wife. And I said it before, it's an exclusive club, especially for a woman. It ain't every woman that can do it. It is a major sacrifice because guess what? I am submitting myself to a man that says he's going to take care of me totally. And I'm just saying, you know what? He said he's going to do it. And he believes what I believe, and he has principles, and he has the fear of God in him. So he's going to do this. He's going to make sure I'm good. So I'm giving all myself to him, and this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to show up feminine. I agree. You know, I'm supposed to show up modest. I agree. I'm supposed to protect my box, and I am. I'm gonna wait for him. Now, that doesn't mean I know the day of the virgin is gone. But guess what? Again, I don't have to live in chaos. Right when I decide that I want to be married, all that, my mindset needs to stop. I need to go find out what this wife woman looks like. I need to find out what the wife woman looks like. I do. And if I got to read some books, which I recommend, if I got to go to Wife Ed, which is going to be my class to teach women how a wife looks, I got to sign up. Whatever I got to do, because women, we need to be covered. We are hearing so many stories now of women that are being kidnapped, sex slavery, deleted, all these things. Now, I don't know these women. So y'all don't, again, let's don't go too extreme, but I don't know these women. But in my mind, I'm always thinking, oh, if she would have been married, she probably would have moved differently. She might not have had to be in Home Depot at that time of day. She might have been in her kid's school with her child or whatever. You know, I'm making everybody married. Every time I see something happen to a woman and she's by herself, I'm always thinking, if her man could have been there, would it have been different? Now, that don't mean that the man wouldn't at work. Yeah, I could be so far off. These are just my thoughts. These are just my thoughts. And me just saying and thinking and wondering if women could be covered, all women could be covered, would it be different? And that's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be covered by your father until someone takes your hand and marries you. And we know this life is not perfect. We know it. But so again, can we not make the best of it so we can live a successful life and be the best versions of ourselves possibly? It's possible. Be the best version of yourself. Or do we continue to be muddy and murky and tell lies, create chaos, deception? You know, do we do that? And another thing I want to tell you, because this just came to mind when I said deception. When Mr. Boss and my marketing team are cutting up these videos, I've already said that there's no editing that goes on. There's some clips now. He cuts, but there's no editing, meaning there's no word changing. There's no word play. What you say, you say. Trill has given us permission to do those things. And I'm sure he would give it to anybody on those platforms that would ask to do that if they wanted to do that. Now, the point of that is that those are your words. Those are your words. And if you are saying those words, that's what you meant at the time. And that's totally different than taking a video and talking someone through the video to give them your train of thought. That's what you call deception. You know, if I'm sitting there and I'm saying the sky is blue, and then, you know, instead of you going with the sky is blue, you will say something like, she only said that because Ricky said that, or you're trying to change the narrative of the video. You know, let the video play. Let whatever I say be what I say. Don't try to paint a picture for your crowd to get on your page. That's deception. That's deception. And I always heard if you say it 3 times, then somebody will believe you. You know, don't do it. Don't create thoughts. Let it be what it be and let these people decide what they want to do. That's what I do. I'm a married woman and a lot of people ain't down with that. So again, if that's not what you're down for, I might not be the one for you. But again, I'm also that woman that's going to hold another woman accountable. If you're talking crazy to men or if you're talking crazy to me, you might have to hear something. I'm not going to be negative about it, but I am going to use your words. I'm going to use your words to probably correct you about whatever you said. It was another thing I want to mention. This is Download Friday for me. Y'all never hear me say or do anything like this again, but this is me downloading. I've been getting a whole lot of comments. You know, a lot of people actually agree with these, not necessarily agree with these slaves. I'm not going to say that, but they come to their defense. They understand them in some way that SB doesn't. And they say, well, SB, maybe it's because you did this or maybe because you did that. And I'm telling you, you're probably right. It's because I did all of that. But again, I'm me. I can't apologize for being me. Hopefully you can accept me for who I am. If not, I'm probably not the one that you should follow. And it's okay, because I have a lot of people over here at SB Nation that get me. I be saying it every so often. I tell them, like, my crowd just gets me. They do. I'm not perfect at this. I've only been doing this. Yeah, I'm not. This is me just sharing with y'all my life. So don't look for perfection. I'm a woman. Somebody pinch me, I might, ouch. You know, I get tired of being talked over. I get tired of stuff coming out of left field. That sounds like a handmaid. Just a whole bunch of junk. I do. But, I'm good. I'm not going to say too much. I'm not. I'm going to let it go on. It's okay. Because it's showing itself. So it's okay. But just note that, though, those who come in my comment section that need to defend the situation, you don't have to. I'm just who I am. Like I said earlier, a lot of them say I'm nice, nasty. I'm going to have to accept that because I am nice. I'm accepting of that one. I will. King Spark. Well, I've already read that super chat. We're going to read another super chat. Uncle Stu, is this? Okay, I've already read that one too. So Mr. Boss is read that. But listen, I appreciate you all for being here. Make sure you get the likes up. I have 170 people in here and only 98 likes. Get the thumbs up. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, I think Mr. Boss has already dropped the link in the comment section. I would love for you all to come up and let me know where I'm wrong, because I'm about growing. If I'm wrong, I'm out of line, whatever it is, let me know. I'm good with that. I would love to use whatever you say to help myself or help some other ladies. Trina B, thank you so much for being here. Stay on your square, sister. I am, Trina. But Trina, you a woman, be helpful to me. If you see me falling off, let me know. I'm open to that. I am open to correction. That's why we're here. So Solid says, pay no mind to the hyenas. We love you. Thank you, So Solid. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I thank y'all so much. I got to tell y'all something that I've announced a little bit here and there, but SB Nation is going somewhere. I'm planning on making a difference. I found myself at a crossroads the other day, and I couldn't quite understand what it was, because I have never been in a place where it was wrong to tell a woman to preserve her box. And I got so much pushback from that. And I'm not talking about trios. Y'all don't mix up the two. I get so much pushback, or like, well, how can you tell a woman to preserve herself if she's not a virgin? And of course, I'm going to say to you the same thing I said to these people and all the other people that are listening that would say that. I'm telling them that because we cannot live in chaos forever. And again, a lot of trauma, drama, and emotional scars and single babies is tied to a woman's vagina. And if a woman gets caught up in a situation with a man that is not intending to marry her, she is again, and has a baby, she's again another single mom. And we got to stop that. I believe in the nuclear family. So if a man is not, and this is what I say as a suggestion for that to the ladies who find it hard or find themselves being alone longer than they anticipated. When you're going on these dates, you got to be very intentional. And you always should be dating a man that wants to be married and that has a plan. And how you know that? You ask, do you have any desire to have, no, don't say have a wife. Do you have any desire to be married? And they say yes, no, whatever. If they say yes, you say, so what's your plan? And if that man, he runs down that plan, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I want to be this. I want to invest in this. And now listen, he may not have to fulfill that plan at that time. You just want to know he has a plan, because with the plan, a man can implement structure and discipline in your life and in his to walk that out. He could be the guy. But understand this. If when he's telling you about this plan, he don't mention anything about a wife, he ain't wanting to be married, y'all. A wife comes with your plan. So that's just something that y'all need to listen to. Because you ain't got to waste a lot of time trying to figure out if he's the one or he could be the one. If his plan doesn't say anything about a wife, get to stepping. Y'all move on. He ain't the one. He might be an excellent guy, nice guy, but he's just not the one for you because he's not wanting to be married. Understand that and move on. Continue to do what you're supposed to do as far as aligning yourself to be a wife. Continue to preserve yourself and your life will change. A clear mind can receive and think through most things. You know, you might even have some logical thoughts with a clear mind. But if you continue to have sex and give yourself to men that don't have any intentions on marrying you, you will stay in chaos. You will stay in chaos. Gosh, Lord, I don't even want to talk about the things that I'm hearing that you guys are exposing yourself to. And that ain't for no particular person, because I don't even know who I'm talking to. Y'all are in the chat. We never met. But nobody needs to wear it individually. I'm just saying, if you have a clear mind and you know you want to be married, just stick to the plan. Your plan is to preserve your box. When you're going on dates, be intentional. Ask questions. Ask this man, do you intend to be married? If he says yes, the next question would be, what are your plans? the plan does not include a wife, then he does not want to be married. It ain't got to be tricky. It ain't got to be, but what about a wife and all that? You ain't got to manipulate nobody. At that point, you walk away. There's ways to do this. Y'all, that's what's going to happen in Wife Ed. Y'all like that? Wife Ed going to have those little secret things that women can do to stay in sync with who they are for being a wife, because we got to be good. We got to be good. Our minds have to be clear and our box needs to be preserved. So I just want y'all to know that. Salam Ali. Oh, listen. I hear you told me you're a woman.
That's right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My security boss, she's a beautiful black woman. She's in her late 50s. She is right where I want her to be. Guess what she does for a living?
What?
A truck driver.
Congratulations.
She called me from her truck route today. We're going to go out this weekend. I'm going to go with her on her Wednesday route and bring her some flowers. Yes, security boss. It happened.
Salam, you know you in Love Lane right now, right? You know you on Love Lane, right? So you got to be posted. This is amazing. I am so happy for you. I am so happy for you. And you know I am.
Thank you so much. And I wanted to tell you this. It was a Muslim friend of mine brought two black women to my house. One was named Rhonda, another one Michelle. Rhonda was real rowdy, but Michelle was like, she was your beautiful skin color, and she was big and powerful, and she wore her red, black, and green, and on her hat, and she had a Black Lives Matter, on her T-shirt and all that, and she was just down. And when I took both of them out with my friend, and then we sat at this restaurant, and then as I was talking with her, I got both numbers, and then I gravitated towards Michelle, of course. And then we started talking and everything. And she got locked out of her apartment. And I said, no, you're not going to sleep in your car in the rain, knowing me. I'm putting you up in a hotel. And that's what I did. And she invited me. And we just been going back and forth ever since, security boss.
How long has it been, Salam?
About 2 weeks.
You ain't nothing but a gentleman. Keep it up. Be that example.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna try to take her out to dinner Saturday night, and I'll be all cleaned up. I'll shave this, and I'll keep my mustache and some sharp looking clothes, and I'll go out with her Wednesday on her truck route. She says she needs somebody to ride with her because it keeps her alert. Bring some James Brown music. She likes upbeat music while she's driving, so that she can make it to where she's going. And it's about a 1,000-mile route. It's from Los Angeles to Bakersfield.
Oh, this is going to tell some secrets right here now.
Well, we stop at truck stops and stuff like that and get coffee and things like that. And then I get back into her cab. She has an automatic truck. She doesn't have to go through the gears anymore. She just pushes buttons. It's been great.
God, I am so glad to hear that.
I'm letting all my other bozos go. She is it. And she's a beautiful black sister. Can I share a screen and show you how she looks?
Not today. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it at another time because I got a lot of people back here. But listen, I'm gonna see you on. Will I see you on Monday? Will you be done? Will you come back on? No, you won't be. You going with her next Wednesday. Next Friday, bring some stuff for me to see.
All right, I certainly will, security boss, and thank you so much. And as always, best to you and your husband. I love our black women. That's what I wanted. And this sister is she's something else. She's powerful. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Q.
I just came from the gym.
You look beautiful, darling. Beautiful. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. This is my download Friday. You will never hear me act like this ever again.
It's okay. Sometimes it's needed just to fill everybody in during the whole week. It was great.
Yeah.
I got what do you want to talk about? The show Wednesday or the show that I missed? Which?
Well, you know what? You've been in the comments. I mean, whatever you want to talk about. It's been a week. It has been. I am seeing some changes. It's been a lot. you know, I saw your comments. I know you've been here and there with the Trill season, with Krew season, with Trill, and the comments with Chantelle. And then I don't know if you saw Krew season on Wednesday night, but whatever you want to comment on, because you get it too. Because I heard somebody, you know, walking your name and all that the other day, you know.
Of course they do.
So,
To go back to the Chantelle part, I'm sorry I missed it. It is my fault, you know. It is my fault.
Oh, it is your fault.
Y'all, I was supposed to be there, but my niece's birthday, so she found another island chick, and it didn't.
You are so right. I did say that. I had forgot about that quick. It is your fault. We are holding you responsible.
But I think that regarding that, I watched the replays and I'm like, what Trill was saying, what Chantelle was saying, she was saying a whole different part of what Trill was saying. Yeah. And I don't know, I didn't see anything prior to it. I just saw the clips. So her argument had nothing to do with what Trill had to say. I don't know, people do that. What they do is they find certain parts, they clip it up, and then they make a whole segment and try to portray it like it's something else, and it's really not. And I think people do that for a clout, and they're not really telling the whole story or where it stemmed from or the whole context of the conversation. So, and it didn't have to do, she didn't have to be on the show prior to get what Trill was saying at all. So
I kind of thought she might have had to be there a little bit, because we talked about, you know, we were talking about a lot of stuff when y'all were there. So it might have made more sense, you know, but, you know, it's like Trill said, we could have done the work, whatever, you know, but, you know, I hope that's a done issue. I think that she'll be fine. You know, I think she made a good point, though, even though it wasn't his point.
Exactly.
It was still a good point. It just was two different points. And, you know, like I said, though, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're come from a same space. You know what I mean? Like, we all are in a space where we advocate for men. We don't fight against men over here. And she doesn't either. So I thought that was like a given, an understanding. So if anything comes from here, you know, it's not against men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, you live and you learn.
Wednesday show, I think with you playing the first clip, you got like probably 3 words out. And all they did was cut you off. I'm like, dang, I couldn't even hear what the rest security boss was saying, because I didn't watch the show until that whole context. But I do believe hit dogs holler. I believe in, if it doesn't apply to Q, if y'all say women this, women ain't that, y'all not talking about Q. So I'm not going to say, well, I wasn't there. You're not talking about me, because it didn't have nothing to do with me. So I think that shows light. And I like how you compose yourself, because sometimes people get triggered by saying a couple of words and then they'll tell themselves, and that's a good thing to have on YouTube, because they'll basically expose themselves on how they feel or how they are in real life, and that's what it is. Regarding what else, I mean, I think that the whole they gang up sometimes, you know, I mean, that happens though, but I like just how you compose yourself. But listen, the thing about learning about YouTube, and I said this the day I got on, I'm not trying to hold none of these women accountable. I'm not here. And y'all was like, no, you should hold. No, I'm not holding none of these broads accountable for what? Women don't listen. And they're definitely not going to listen to other women, because that's just how it is. So, I mean, the things that they're going to do, they're going to call names. Mammy, I didn't even know what that was till today. Mammy, kick me. But they can say all the names they want, because people that usually are calling women those names, I would not trade my life in their situation, right? So I don't take no negative points when they call me pick me or mammy or all this type of stuff. So just keep doing you, you know, hold it down.
I will. But I must say something about the ladies. They don't get the panels that you're on, they get really personal. These ladies don't do that. They just get a little argumentative, but they don't get personal. They don't take like personal shots and stuff like that. So that helps me a lot with my composure. I don't know how I would be if they, you know, said really nasty things to me. You know, I'm a person. I get emotional. I'm supposed to be able to feel, you know, so, you know, shout out to them. They don't do that. They just don't like what I say. And the other things, Q, I do know from the beginning you have said that, but I'm older, and I think I have a different purpose from yours in this space. I do need to be telling people, even yourself, you can come to me anytime and say, SB, what you think about this? And I will tell you. If somebody says something to me about Q, I'm telling you. So you already know, but that's how it should be. It shouldn't be just me letting you walk into a dark a dark room and be like, hey, figure it out. I'm supposed to tell you. And like, if I see you falling off or doing something wrong, I'm like, Q, I ain't going to put it on the whiteboard. I might just say somewhere else in the background, Q, don't walk over there. Don't go there. This is what they're saying or what have you. And it can be done just like that.
Exactly.
But far
You've
as
done
me,
that with me.
I
Security boss,
know.
remember? Early
but I
on,
didn't go in any details though. I just said, you want to do this. And it was simple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You addressed it on the panel. You told me I took the criticism and all that, and I took it and I heard from it. I didn't react. I didn't feel any type of way. And I think that people sometimes they react out of emotion, and just if you don't want to listen, just still be respectful in some type of way.
Yeah, but you know what? You have a goal though. You want to be a wife, so you're gonna be in a position. Be like, oh, see, I didn't say that. See, Mr. Boss be like, you talking too much. Maybe she didn't. I be like, oh,
no,
okay.
You gotta speak it in existence. I'm going
okay.
to
You gotta be one. So listen, Q, go ahead and shout out your channel. I'm gonna go to the next caller.
Well, y'all, you can follow me if you don't want to follow me. That's okay. It's Island Gal Q. But everybody, send them super chats, hit the like button, stop being stingy, and go hug your wife and your husband. Bye, security boss.
Bye. I'll check on you later. All right. Thanks so much, Q. Thank you so much. Who is here next? Edward. How you doing today, Edward?
I'm doing very well. Can you hear me?
I can't. Can you turn it up a little bit though?
Okay. Let me see if I can change the audio.
You got a little static in there.
Okay. Let me see. Should be able to change it. If not, I think, okay, I'm going to try something. Hopefully,
You want to go down and come back up?
Yeah, I want to go down and come back up.
Yeah, come back up. Gotcha. Let's see who's next here. CBN. Are you there? Oh, there you go. I see you. Hey.
How you doing, my elder? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm taking it one day at a time.
I'm feeling that background, though. I really am.
I'm a computer nerd. This is what I do.
I know. How you doing, though? Everything good?
Everything good so far. I watched the back and forth throughout this week. I even watched the live broadcast yesterday when they on I Am Courtney, and I listened to the argument. And I keep telling myself, this argument about the box. I'm kind of like, they're missing the picture. I told Uncle Stu, if you go on the camera, I don't need the camera. I'm kind of expect you to lay it down what she did. The world class Kim laid down what she did too. What I find it very unique. I'm old school. But what's supposed to be spoken about a woman's virtue. The woman's virtue supersedes the femininity in the box.
Mm-hmm.
The people of old always talk about the woman's virtue. It's something that will make you want to respect her more. What Krew was talking about with today's society, today's norm, how you leverage the box. Chantelle will talk about the idea that related to the virtue that many culture talks about and teach their young girls and their young boys growing up, which is knowing you don't have to be an African culture, other ethnic culture that take marriage very serious, very sacred, talk about these type of things in different language.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's being spoken. So Chantelle did have a point on what you were referring to. You can't say you want to fix this community if you're not dealing with the root cause of our problem. Because we keep speaking this type of language, which I get it. She may be a bully in that kind of way. I get what you're trying to push. Because you see there's an urgency, because for a young guy at 23 becoming a papa blow, even I myself, I was like, damn. Now, if you do a history check, papa blow have been here since the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
It started from the military people
mm-hmm.
who were doing it first. Then immigrant, mostly African and Middle Eastern. They did it after during the early 80s. Now you bring into today's time, people are watching people who are immigrant families. See, why did they travel out to get married? Instead of getting married here. They ask questions. I have people asking questions for years. What is different from the women here than women over there? I tell them the truth. If you're a married woman from a very prominent family, there's no dating going on. You go to what they call a checkpoint. You're going through the father.
Mm-hmm.
The father might have his brother or a relative, male relative, to go sit down and interrogate you.
Interrogate. You're right.
And Mira talk about that process. That process is known among African community, among Middle Eastern community, among ethnic community who want to safeguard their daughter before they pass it on to anybody else. They don't do the dating thing.
Right.
The dating scene is what replaced what the yesteryear generation of Black people used to do. They used to vet the man and the woman. I understand history, I understand what goes on and what being replaced. When you lose that system, that culture, something replaced it. That's called the dating scene. The dating scene, everybody jumping in the pool, blindsided, they don't want to expect anything, and you cannot make a proper judgment without people telling you, this is not good for you. This is bad for you. This could be the worst of you.
So Black David, let me ask you a question, because I would love to hear it and I would love to teach it. So you're gonna have to put it in some kind of form where I can teach some people, and so I can teach some ladies so we can know what to do. But right now, in a less than 30 seconds, can you give us a short form of what we need to do right now to the point that you're making? Because I got a lot of people in the back right here that need to come on.
I'll make it short form.
Okay.
You don't have a father, find an uncle. You don't have an uncle, find a big brother. You don't have a
I like
brother,
that.
find a male figure in your family who you can consider, you can trust their point of view.
Okay.
Who you're dealing with. If you don't have those such people, find a teacher. I don't care. Find a boss. Find someone who protect the best interests. Just for
That's
all
good.
ladies.
So they need to look for some kind of male coverage.
Bingo.
I like that,
The
David.
pastor is better. The pastor could be better. As long as he's not shady, though. I'm just saying.
So David, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I am doing tomorrow an interview with Auston Holleman, Passport Bro, 23 years old.
I'm watching it.
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I need you to be there. We're going to talk to him. We're going to talk to him and we're going to learn a lot of things. So definitely come tomorrow. And then don't go nowhere today, I'm saying, but I just want you to be there and that would be great.
Oh, I will be there because I would like to listen to what he's thinking.
I know. I want to talk to him.
23?
Yes.
Doing
and
that
tired already. I know. All right, David, we'll see you soon. Thank you. Oh, Rick Judah. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on with you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, straight. Just running around making some stuff happen. I kind of like the stuff you was talking about. How you was kind of going and just, run away from people if they don't want to get married, or pretty much don't deal with the man if he's not really talking about any type of future. So I was feeling that. I kind of wish I'd be more free because of course Saturday's my Sabbath day, so I'll be I'll be tied up, but I will probably try to catch when you have the interview with the Passport Brother, because that passport thing is getting real big. I got mixed feelings on it. Like, it's part of me, I understand, all the foolishness that brothers do have to deal with. But the other part of me is like, you're going to run somewhere, you're going to be the same dude. And you probably, at the end of the day, if woman's nature is a woman's nature, all these podcasts talking about woman's nature. Well, her nature is not going to just magically transform if you go to another place in the world. So at the end of the day, she's going to still be the same way. Go ahead. What you were saying?
No, you're right. A woman is a woman, but I must tell you, Rick, even me being a woman, a year ago, I would have fought for women much harder than I would today. The women today, now a year later, I am feeling these men. I really am, no lie. Because even me trying to just give simple, look, smile, I'm with I'm KS on that one. Just smile, no attitude. You don't have to be aggressive. Just hear what the man, sometimes the pain is real and I can just hear it, so I understand him. But just at 23 to have experienced so much to say I'm done, that's the part I'm like, daggone, what you been doing? 23 and I'm out. He said he's never coming back. So I definitely want to have that conversation with him. But I agree with you. A woman is a woman. But a year ago, I would have fought much harder for women than I would do today.
Yeah, and the thing is, I feel it because even of course, I know a lot of people don't like Pearly things. She kind of said something that she really started to understand men more when she started having all these conversations with women.
It's true.
And you get inside the heads of them, you're like, wow, this is how y'all think. It's how y'all carry yourselves.
It's true.
But, shoot, I wouldn't want to deal with you either. And that's so. I mean, that's basically what they're saying. The women ain't saying that, but the women that actually understand the men's perspective actually have that y'all interact with these women. It's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. A lot of us men, well, I ain't gonna say some of us men, some men just hate women. They do. But you got a lot of us brothers that really love our sisters. Like we really do love our sisters. So when imagine the ones that's not only like me, myself, I'm out the game, you know what I'm saying? I'm off the market. I'm, you know, but I still want Black love. So I still desire to help other people, you know, fix their relationships or build up relationships or even get in one. So when you want that and you trying to help these people, and you listen to their conversation, or if you see how they deal, and it's like, do you really want to be married? Do you really want, you know what I'm saying? Do you really want the marital bliss like you claim? And it's just like, you don't. And it kind of makes you be like, I only want to help you because you don't want to help yourself. So,
you know what though, Rick? I see that as fear. I think that's a lot of fear because it's some, being hurt being hurt behind a relationship is a big deal. It could be like earth shattering. And if nobody talks about it, they pretend that they're over it and everything. And it just continues to get worse. And then the more men that you expose or avail yourself to, it just makes it worse. Then don't accidentally get pregnant or something. Then you don't want it and then have to do something that you don't want to do. You know what I'm talking about? It just makes it worse. It's just compiled. And we don't know what these ladies are dealing with. We really don't. I don't either because, they don't want you to know. They just want to walk and hold it all in, which I understand. But like I say all the time, we can't always be in chaos, though. We got to get out of chaos at some point in time in order to have this clear mind so God can use you. So it's like we got to start somewhere. So
yeah, you're right, and that's why I said like I understand the concept. I understand the concept of wanting to get away. I even whenever I get to that's a whole nother thing I ain't even gonna talk about because it was chaotic made a great point, and I usually I ain't even gonna mess with it right now. But we do have to start somewhere, and it is a lot of pain, it's a lot of hurt, and most people are reacting out of hurt, which and I hate to say it, but men shouldn't be reacting as much. You know what I'm saying? We should be more so proactive. When we're reacting, we're being emotional. When we're being emotional, then are we really being men? Because it's like, all right, we're afraid to move because we don't want to be hurt. Like at the end of the day, if you don't even desire to be in a relationship or deal with a woman, if you're afraid, don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Be courageous. Because courage is being able to face your fear and deal with something while you are afraid. But when you're afraid, then you're gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna risk getting married. I'm not gonna risk getting in a relationship. As men, we should not move with fear. If we move with fear, then the weaker vessels that follow us, how are they gonna move? They're a reflection. A woman's a reflection of a man, but that's a whole nother thing.
You're right. And guess what? No, we shouldn't move in fear, but is exactly what's going on. Because if you talk about marriage and divorce in the same sentence, because when I got married, it was no divorce in play. That wasn't something that you talk about because me and my husband was going to do this. I feel like I can control that part of my life. And if I want to be married, I can be married the same. So why can't we conquer that? Why I got to talk about how I leave you? That makes no sense to me. So, but thank you, Rick. Do you have anything else you want to add? I got a few more people here that I need to bring up.
Bring them on up. Hey, peace. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. I think Edward, hope everything is good with you.
Yes. Are you able to hear me now?
I can. You still got static, but you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. I apologize for this computer here. I have some things that I would like to say, if time permits. But first, I hadn't seen that Wednesday clip. I saw the clip with Krew and Chantelle. I'm not sure what day that was. And then I saw the other clip today. And, it's unfortunate. I will say that as someone who studied at school, at university, in cultural anthropology and Africana studies, I studied body language. I've studied, just being a Black man. To give an example, my mother, I remember walking with her and she just spazzed out one day. She said, don't walk behind me. And she was just so angry about it. And as a child, I never walked behind her again, but I didn't understand that there was some trauma there and something that happened that she never shared with me. But it's just things that there was no reason to lash out in that way, and maybe she didn't even realize she was doing it. So I think some of our sisters and brothers as well, we may do certain things that may have served us in the past that we wish we would have done, as far as attacking people and defending ourselves, which we should defend ourselves. But sometimes I think that we do it when we're not being attacked. Maybe we feel like we're being attacked, or more importantly, we feel like we might become attacked. But on a positive note, I wanted to shout out the brother Salam, and he was just so passionate about.
I know.
So for all the ladies in the chat room, if that man does not talk about you like that when you're not there, then
he's not the one.
Because I was there. He's not the one. He's not the two or the three. But I just wanted to say, as a good man myself, I felt him, and I felt the same way. Like, cut this. Like, I want to tell you a man's secret that good single men do. Sometimes I wear a ring to practice. Some of us do. Some of us really do care, and some of us are really good men. But unfortunately, we're always paying attention. And I think I've seen some sisters give advice to other sisters, and they don't realize how much men pay attention to how women interact with other men and with other women. So if they see you chewing people out and barking and doing all this, it says, okay, so he's a stranger. She don't even know him, and she's getting loud with him, pressing him, something that I wouldn't do, because he didn't disrespect her, he didn't violate her. In fact, it was his point. So, he didn't do anything. But my thing was, for people who do that, my thinking is, as a cultural anthropologist, as a brother, as an ordained minister, it's just like, what happened? What happened? Because there's a story behind it.
Absolutely.
There's a few things, I'm not going to say everything that I wanted to say, but to speak about, a little bit on the Passport Bros. And I got to shout out Austin. I gave him his props. And I'll do my best to tune in tomorrow. But I will say this, as far as the sisters talking about, there are good sisters in America, they're right. As far as sisters talking about, there are some brothers that are into some strange things who do go over there to indulge in those strange things. They're right too, because I may or may not have observed some of these sisters. So for example, and I'm not going to get into it, I'm not going to say, but I was at a bar traveling abroad, and I bought a woman a drink, and I walked away because I was not expecting anything. I wasn't trying to, I'm there to just be there and to have a good time. And she wound up being an undercover police officer, trying to find out who's into this and that, and who's doing this and what's into this. And I wound up helping her, assisting her do some things, because she noticed my behavior, and he's one of the good, I can trust him.
Wow.
So you never know who's, they pretty. And so if you're, I'll say this, and then I'll leave that alone. And let's just say you're in a hungry country or an underdeveloped country. I'm not going to say third world, I say underdeveloped. And you're a man, and you're trying to come up, and you see these tourists with all this money, but if you're a heterosexual man, step into another heterosexual man, so who do you send to try to get the money out of somebody? Try to get a lick out of somebody, or figure out where the stuff is at in their house, and where everything is, and what time they do this and what time they do that. So, and I'll leave that alone, but I will say.
So Edward, listen, I got some more people back in the back that wants to come up, but I wanted to know this. You did not see the video, so I think you have made me decide that we might need to play that video again, because this is kind of where it's coming from. It stemmed from what the video is about. So if you don't mind just going back and hanging out for a little bit, and if you got something else to say after you see these two videos, I'll bring you back up. But it's everything's kind of coming from the video. This is my download Friday. It's Freestyle Friday, but it's download Friday because I'm just downloading, trying to breathe. But I love your support. I thank you for what you're doing and all the comments that you were making. and keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to just go back in the back again, and I'll play this video, and if you got something you want to add, we'll bring you back up.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, let's see. Can we play this video again? Oh, not yet. So Mr. Boss is gonna get that video back up for us. So let me see. Mel Logic. How you doing today, Mel?
How you doing? Oh, how you doing? How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can. I hear you very well. So what's up?
Okay. Yeah, I was just watching the video playback on Chantelle's channel with Krew and everything, and it's like, honestly, lucky I wasn't there in a way, because I actually side with Chantelle. I know what she was meaning. I get what Krew was meaning, but I kind of caught him sort of being, I don't want to say hypocritical, but it sounded weird like that. And I'm glad Game Changer caught it also too and stuff.
You know what? I think both of them. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because here's the reality and everything. God rest this man's soul, because he's my hero. Late Alan Roger Curry. He wrote a book about this. It's called The Possibility of Sex and everything. A woman would definitely give men the possibility that they was going to get some from a woman, to sort of like a broken promise and stuff like that. But it's deeper than that in a way. It's not just the box alone. It's the woman in general, period. Most men desire the woman of their dreams. And they're technically not just using the box, they're using themselves, period, as a form of, you get my commitment from this dude. I mean, am I going to get commitment from me and everything? So men would kindly do whatever they want, just to hopefully one day she'll commit to him and everything. So it goes down beyond, deeper than the box. And Chantelle was actually calling out Krew, because I'm listening carefully and everything, and he started using his leverage term. I disagree with that like crazy.
So do you agree? Do you agree with the leverage? The word leverage is what have you on the fence. Is that what you're not agreeing with?
I don't agree with him using that term leverage and everything, because that is what it is. Because it's like that only works.
Well, is leverage negative?
Dudes, yes,
It is a negative thing.
Yeah, and it works for weak-minded dudes. It's like, it's beyond just the bots alone.
Okay, let me just say this. So let me ask you a question really quick, because I want to make sure, because we're not going to have this argument again, because they both had good points. No, I'm not saying that you were doing it, but I'm just saying, I don't, but I don't know exactly. First of all, I want you to tell me what you think Trill was saying exactly.
Trill was saying, if a woman wants to find out if this man is worthy of her and everything for long term, leverage her bots and everything.
Okay, and what does that mean to you?
Well, just like what Game Changer was saying also too.
No. I'm not talking about Game Changer. I'm talking about to you. What does that mean to you when you hear that in its entirety? What he said. What does that mean to you? What does that look like that woman's doing?
Manipulation. That's what it is.
No, manipulation in what way?
The broken promise. First of all, I know some females that gave the bots in no way you might not agree with, but still married the husbands that they with.
So you're the person that thinks that a woman has already had sex shouldn't keep sex away from men as she goes along. Is that your belief?
Yeah, my belief is like, if you like the guy, generally like the guy, don't manipulate him. Don't make promises, because it will backfire.
How are you making promises though? What is the promise you're making? What promise would a woman make if she's preserving herself until you marry her? What's the promise?
Not really. Some females don't do that. That's the whole
thing. Okay, so there we go. That's the part that you're missing though, Mel. The idea of leveraging your box was to preserve yourself and for marriage. That's it. To preserve yourself for marriage. Now, can you be honest with me, Mel? Because I've been wanting to know, where is it that I don't want to use the wrong words, Mel, but where did you pick that thought process up? Why do you think that way? Let me just say it another way. Women, we came here, we were supposed to be virgins. Okay, we messed that up, right? We messed it up. We're not virgins. Why is it this? Because I made a mistake that now I'm having to account for. I'm not a virgin anymore. Why now is it okay for me to continue that behavior just because I'm dating a man that I like? He hasn't promised me marriage. But where is that theory that that's okay? Who teaches that? Where is that at? Because I want to challenge that person and those people. Or is it just your individual thought?
Okay, you're saying a woman that is a single mother, period, right? And the next man she would get with, she makes him work
Oh no! I didn't say it was a single mom. It don't have to be a single mom. Just someone who's not a virgin.
Okay, she had a sexual past.
Right. Whatever. Yeah.
Number one, depends how many partners. Number two,
yes, but I'm
speaking for me in general,
okay,
or just overall general. Because me, I don't even ask women about her numbers. I don't even matter. It matters to me how she following my lead. Period. That's all it matters to me. She follows my lead the way I like and everything. We can rock. Your past don't mean nothing to me that deeply like that and everything. I'm not, I'm using that against her like that because I got a past also too and stuff like that. If we fit to each other and everything, that's all it matters. She follows my lead. That's all it matters. But in general, for most men, yeah, it's mostly because the fact is, okay, she goes around being all this promiscuous and everything, and she meets a guy that actually might generally likes her and wants to marry her for this and that, but she like I said, she used it as a manipulation tactic in the way by saying, I'm not ready, blah blah blah, but behind his back, she probably sleeping with someone else.
Okay,
and
so you adding something.
That actually shows. That's why
Okay.
dudes get hard on these females the way it is, because it shows multiple times.
No,
are there some females that actually don't do that? Of course, there are some, but it's not a large percentage and stuff like that.
Okay, so Mel, let me share something with you, and I'm glad you're here, Mel. Thank you so much for your response. I appreciate that because I needed to talk to somebody because I couldn't understand what was going on. Yeah. Mel, you added some things. With Trill and myself, we're both talking about a woman. The way he says it needs to be done is that what's happening is so many women are giving themselves to men, increasing their body count. And those women really want to be married. So even if the guy really likes her, she has sex with him, but there was still no promise to marriage. And then he just moves on. And then she goes on to the next one that really liked her. Mm-hmm. Now, we're not talking necessarily about the woman who has a lot of the promiscuous woman. We're not talking about her. You're not going to marry her. She's what you call a bust down. If I want to say it correctly, I think Game Changer called them women, they for good for nothing but sex. We're not talking about that type of woman. We're talking about the women who want to be married and can come to you with a conversation that looks and sounds like this. Hey, listen, I've done this, I've done that, but now I'm trying to align myself with being a wife. I'm not interested in just a boyfriend long term. I want to be a wife. So is that something that you want in your life? Yes or no? You say yes. So, okay, then we're gonna base our relationship off of that. Yes. But in the meantime, and in between time, we're not having sex because I want to watch you and I need you to watch me to make sure that what I'm saying is who I am. Because again, I want to be married. That's the woman that he's talking about. And there's no manipulation in that. And there was no promise of anything. You the one that bring the promise, and the promise should come from you as in to marry me. Now, if you marry me, then we can have sex. But if you don't want to marry me, or you don't want to go along with the fact that I have changed my life now, and this is what I want to do, then you're not the one for me. So it's real simple. So I'm not wasting your time and you're not wasting mine. But it sounds like, Mel, the manipulation is coming from you all, because you're going to come in, and not necessarily you're going to come in, you're going to tell me how much you like me, and you're going to say, we can really seal it with sex. So when I figure out what your sex is like, you really might be the one. And I'm telling the women, hey, the sex ain't got to be that good. No, if he wants to marry you, he's marrying you for much more than your sex. So why you got to have it? So you see, the manipulation is coming from that side, because I'm going to be giving you and showing you and telling you that I'm aligning myself to be a wife. So the cooking, the cleaning, the femininity, the modesty, the meekness, the proper demeanor, the smile is all going to be in order. The listening and aligning myself with you. If you were the man that said you're that guy. Now, if you didn't tell me that, then I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to be like, no, because I really want to be married. That's what we were talking about. Yes.
You know what I'm about to say to you?
Say whatever you got to say, bro. Go ahead and shock me.
If Alan Curry was alive today, he would say that is what Mode 1 is, being straight direct. Because that's
who said it? I'm sorry.
Alan Roger Curry. He wrote the book on it called Mode 1. Being straight direct. Now, it's not just about sex. It's about your intention. So nobody won't waste each other's time, money, or energy. you're being straight direct, and that's what you just exhibit right there for
But
the
that's what we
woman.
were talking about. That's what
Exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, a woman being more one straight direct. You know, she being honest, upfront, and, you know, and serious to the man.
But Mel, that's what we were talking about. That's what Trill was saying. That was the beginning of that whole argument or the disagreement. That was the beginning.
He's saying leverage. I wouldn't use leverage. The word
Okay,
leverage.
I see what you're saying. He could have used a better word or a different.
That's why Chantelle pushed back, even game changer. Leverage is not even the way either too, because that's still a manipulation. I wouldn't do that because that's like we have to understand. Females, I say this all the time, they actually have sets with a small percentage of dudes and recycle the same type. Right. And a large percentage of them is in their friend zone list, hoping that they actually want to wife them up, get with them. I mean, let's say example, Brittany Renner, Corinne Steffens, even Amber Rose. They utilize their sets to get a husband, but they couldn't stay in long-term relationships. But that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? If they had a guy that actually willing to stay in long-term and everything,
but
they'd be married. The problem is they have a certain way about themselves, not just the sex, but they have a certain way about themselves that they're not willing to follow a man's lead. That's what's actually filling their relationships. They don't want to follow a man's lead. Even if they did have sex with a guy the first time that really liked them and they was going to have a serious relationship. Relationships take work after that also too. And it's not just about you.
But I agree with you, Mel. But the thing I hear that we're saying is we're talking about two different women. The woman you're talking about is not interested in being married. She's not. She's still.
I want to say that.
It sounds like what you described.
She has the idea of a type of marriage she wants, and her marriage idea is like selfish. It's just like with Kayla on the other show, K season. Like, I know she's the only one that's married, but that's not the type of wife I want. And everything.
Wait a minute, who's married?
She's the one that she's married. She's the one that probably runs the relationship and everything. Like he follows her lead.
I don't think so.
Marriage most of us want like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those like.
But see again, Mel, that would be wasting the time, because if a woman exhibits behavior that's outside of what a wife looks like, or if she doesn't speak to you in wife contact, then you know what to look for, Mel. You know, just run from her.
See, that's the whole thing.
But how is that manipulation though?
Manipulation on both parts. Also,
no, how is it manipulation when you know what a wife looks like?
Well, remember you were saying earlier about the manipulation part comes from the men when. What you were saying?
It's manipulation from a man when he says, "I gotta drive the car before I marry. I gotta drive the car before I put a ring on it." That's manipulation. Is what I'm talking about.
Females do that also too when they could act a certain way into a man that's kind of a little naive, not very knowledgeable with women and stuff like that also too. So it's on both parties.
Well, I can agree with that. I can agree with both parties can definitely manipulate, but that has nothing to do with a woman prioritizing her value. That has nothing to do with that.
She show the actions also too. She just can't say it. She has to show
but that was a given. I mean, we talked about that too, Mel. That was there too. I understand that sometimes when we clip up these videos, you don't get everything you possibly need to make a sound decision. But understand this.
That's why I was looking at it before with my own eyes and everything too. Chantelle was talking about she's more focused on the woman, what they supposed to be doing. That's why I was siding with her and everything. He was focused on more like men victims and what women should be doing. I think he should be focused on what the men should be doing. And women should be focused on the women she's doing. That's what Chantelle was getting on the women about.
But listen to this though. All that could have been squashed on that particular day because we talked about it and I thought we came to a good understanding, and apparently we didn't. But Mel, I appreciate you, and I need you to come back because I like having this conversation with you. And pretty soon you're gonna understand what I'm saying. And you know you in love zone right now. Excuse me, you in love lane. So you know you're gonna be getting married soon. You keep talking to me because I give you that kind of energy. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah, just like I'm gonna be straight up with you. I want to be financially set before I get married.
Okay.
My father. Well,
I want you to have a woman. Okay.
If I do meet one that's willing to rock with me despite my financial struggles right now, I would say, yeah.
Listen, there's a woman that we're willing to build with you. You just got we got to get you together
for that. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm still out in the dating market, yeah, but yeah, maybe next 3 years, you'll be invited to the wedding.
All right.
And by the way, but Q season, don't apologize for being who you are. You're too mature for them ladies anyway. Period.
Well, it's not that I'm apologizing. It's just that this is Download Friday, and on Download Friday, I'm just letting it all out, so I don't have to ever do it again. And you know how it go, Mel.
They ain't ready for your level of conversation.
They ain't ready,
period,
Mel.
Exactly.
Well, we're gonna have to get everybody
you already
ready.
know what type of woman they are, except for the Spanish one on the corner,
Okay.
whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Because when I watched when you talk about with the fellatio, and they spazzed on you, that shows that technically they the ones that did it.
Mel, Mel, I gotta let you go. Listen, Mel, come back this week. Come back on Monday night. Me and Black Man gonna be together. Oh, listen, I told you that Austin's gonna be here tomorrow at 8:00 Eastern. If you're not doing anything, come through. Okay.
I will. Have a good night.
All right. Thank Mel. Bye-bye. Scam. Oh, wait a minute. Scam, before we do that, let me see. Can I do some of these super chats? Mr. Boss has been really yelling and screaming from the background on me, y'all. I apologize for that. I get into these conversations and I get to going. So let's see. Can we find these super chats? Machine. Hello. No? What's wrong with that one? Are we trying to do it in order? Okay. Krew season. Thank you so much for your $9.99 super chat. Love SB and the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. We love you too. You just don't even know. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see who's next. I already did that one. Mm-hmm. I'm going to start writing these things down. We need Q in the house. Q and Aaron. All right, guys, I apologize for this, but we're going to do our super chats as soon as Mr. Boss get them pulled up. I'm telling you, we're going to have to get us a different system for this because I miss super chats. I don't want to necessarily stop the conversation all the time in the middle to read them, but I may have to start doing that. I may have to start doing it to make sure. Another glance. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat. People misunderstand Trill is calculated and has subtle things such as letting people tell you who they, y'all, I can't see that. Who they audience, is that audience underneath there? The guests who are on the panel. I can't really see that, y'all. Thank you so much. Another glance for your $5 super chat. Machine B Teller, no comment. Thank you for your $5 super chat. I'm gonna have to go to emoji class to figure out what all those emojis mean. But I thank you though. Let's see here. Dr. Steele, how you doing today? The power of the box. I always believed that when women have special powers and abilities, it is so unfortunate that some women misuse their powers. It is very unfortunate, but it's a real thing. And what we're saying, we're going to say it again, and we hope somebody and some woman is listening. It's not for manipulation purpose. It's for a woman that is trying to align herself with being a wife. It's a woman that says, I'm going to another level in life. All this childish things and girly things I used to do, I'm not doing anymore. I want to be as close as, I want my virtue intact. I want to be a feminine woman. I want to be modest. I want to be a lady. We're talking about that woman whose mindset has totally changed. And all we're saying is preserve yourself. Preserve yourself. Can you drop the link again, please? $1.99 for Q. Thank you, Q, for your $1.99 super chat. Hold on for a minute, Q. We're gonna drop it, but let's get through these super chats. We'll send it straight to you. M. Mills, how you doing? I didn't see you here early today. Hey, how are you? M. Mills, I think you was right. They called me out. And I know you know what I'm talking about. It's still funny, but anyway. Let's see what else we got. All right, Scam, we're gonna bring you on up and we're gonna continue. Mr. Boss is gonna continue to look for those super chats. I hope you're there. I don't see you, but I hope you're there. I hear you.
Yeah, actually, my signal is tripping. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna come back up on my computer when I get to the house.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Boss is going to continue to find those super chats. Is there anybody else? Is it anybody else that is down there? No. Okay, so we're going to drop the link in just a second, Q, for you to come up if you need to. And in the meantime, Mr. Boss is going to continue to find those super chats. And I appreciate all of y'all for being in the comment section. Just keep in mind that tomorrow, Auston Holleman is going to be with me. Y'all, and he's that passport bro, the 23-year-old young man that decided to go out of the United States to find his woman. So he's going to be here. And I need y'all to be here 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be talking and answering questions, asking questions. The question is going to be directly to him because we're going to get it straight from Auston. Because he's 23 years old, guys. He's already frustrated. He's like, I'm done. So I want to know what happened. I want to know that final straw when he decided I'm done with this. And of course, we're going to have other questions to ask. So I definitely need y'all to be there. It's going to be a good show. Also on Monday night, I'm going to be back here again with Black Men at 7:30. I need y'all to be here. Who knows what we're talking about, but it's going to be some relationship stuff, of course. But other than that, I appreciate y'all being here today. The comment section has been very good. I like your questions. If you have any questions more, just continue to put them in there. I can actually look at them now. I'm probably done talking with my speeches that I make. If not, I'm not talking to each other, which I see you talking to each other. Alan Guerra, check your DM, ma'am. I think you should have something there. Stop bleeding. I was just reading a comment. Keep going. He said, stop bleeding with the box. That's all he was saying. That sounds good to me. All right. So as soon as we get those comments, so we're going to take a look at them and then we're going to wait for Q to come up. I'm assuming she has some questions she's wanting to ask. And then Scam is also trying to get his computer and everything together for him to actually come up. But again, y'all, this week has been something. I found that I needed to download a couple things because it was just too much going on. We do want to play the videos, but I think Mr. Boss wants to actually, I think I need to play the video because a whole different group of people are here now. But Mr. Boss actually wants to, I think, actually go through. I'll go with super chat. Thank you so much. Game Changer. Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. I will eliminate the confusion. You're going to eliminate the confusion. I don't know. I think you actually add to confusion because I heard you calling out. Somebody told me you was calling out my name last night, Game Changer. I heard that. Now we could, I don't see, Mr. Boss, did you drop the link? Are we about done? I'm sorry, Game Changer. You came in a little too late, but we're going to watch the video again. I'm not really talking about Chantelle today anyway, but if you want to put it in the comment section, you definitely can. You know what? You are definitely an outstanding friend because you understand and you go through great lengths to state your case. And I appreciate that. We're going to play the video really quick if we can. Hey, ladies, I hate to do this. Wait a minute, Ali. Wait a minute. No,
Go ahead,
hold
SB,
on.
get him.
I hate to do this, but y'all told me after dark, it was after 12, that y'all down with oral sex and guac. So that means
Who said that? Who said that?
You weren't on the panel, B. Taylor.
The men
Yeah, I need you to
have
specify.
higher standards.
Specify who.
What lady
I did not say
told
that.
you that she was doing that after 12? Please take my name out of that. So who told you that? That's very important for
Like I
married people on
said,
this show.
on this panel, I was told that ladies do a lot of oral sex and guacking to young men who have not
I
asked them to
love
be
that
married.
you said walking. I just want to put walking
Wait,
in
it came up in the comment. I mean,
So
anyway.
it either had to be Lucky or Kayla, because I knew it with me. B. Taylor wasn't here, so who?
I know. Don't put that on Lucky. No,
I'm just saying,
because I
that's
wasn't
why I
even
asked
here.
for her to say. who said that.
Hold on, SB and ladies. Y'all want to be fake. Y'all are fake as hell. Y'all are
Burn the
fake as hell.
sisterhood
It's
down.
definitely girls.
Burn it
It's definitely
down.
girls out here giving
No,
sex
that
to
wasn't.
men that they're not in relationships
Hold
with.
on. Shout out to Trill.
For
And it's just like it's men out here having sex with women they're not in relationships. People have casual sex. That is the world.
She said
You know what,
women
Kayla?
on the panel. Saying women
Kayla,
in
if you
general
want to
is
be
different than
about
saying women
this,
on the panel. That saying women on the panel are cool with fucking
Be
dick.
your girl fight.
No.
That's what
she said is what I'm saying.
and it was the truth
no.
because
Oh
if I
no,
remember
that's
correctly,
not what was said. That's not what was said. The women on the panel.
What was said though?
because remember, I think I mental note of this. I don't know if I did this the first time, but I need to make a mental note of this. Kayla actually told Lucky, and if y'all were there on Wednesday night, I was accused of implying that the women on the panel were whores. And right there in that piece of the video, Kayla told Lucky that it wasn't even like that. It wasn't like that. Those were her words. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. And it wasn't. It wasn't. This whole thing of walking came from a comment, and it was not like that. Now, you know, I don't know how we got off. People just want to be off. I don't know. But that young lady, two young ladies are speaking to each other, and she told her that it wasn't like that. It wasn't the women on the panel. And then I go on to say, well, I think you're hearing it wrong. That's not how it was. But it just wasn't enough, y'all. It's just never enough. It's never enough. Now, go ahead, Mr. Boss. Let me see you pay a little bit. When it was said, and I said, ladies, y'all got to stop. And I got a little pushback from, I think, two women here on the panel now. And you said, no.
Okay, so let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Wait a minute. Oh, y'all.
Okay.
Am I lying, or you want me to say?
No, you're not. I'm not going to say you're lying. I'm saying you're
because. All right. So listen, I want y'all to take note to who's on the panel right now. Look at all these lovely people that are on the panel right now. Right now. I need y'all to look at the lovely people that are there. And y'all heard all about who wasn't on the panel when it started. I wasn't there. Who was that, this, that, other, all of that. Y'all heard all of that. And I just want y'all to take a look at who's on the panel. And in just a minute, Mr. Boss is going to bring up the original video for you all. And I want y'all to see who's on the panel. I'm just making a point. Just making a point because it's just, you know, we should really get along better than this because I'm not out to hurt anybody. Not out to hurt anybody. So in just a minute, Mr. Boss is going to play the original video with the guac guac scene. And I want y'all to just simply take a look of who's on the panel. And I want y'all just to check out our demeanors, how much fun we were having, how we were laughing, how we was just enjoying each other's, you know, company or whatever. We was just having a good time. Nothing big, nothing crazy. So I want y'all to take a look at that while in just a moment, he's going to get the other video for us. And we're going to just proceed on. And after that, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let it go. Yes, a normal nerd, casual sex is unacceptable. I can't believe this. I'm appalled. You wait till you go back to the original video. When I first heard it, I was, interesting. Not only if it's casual sex, is we're doing things that, yeah, you know what? Y'all need to go back and look at the original video because it goes on. It goes on and it goes on. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all need to go back to Krew season. I think it was 2 weeks ago and look at the original video. This continues. Answer what? Okay. Why did you say it though? Why did I say what? The so-so. Because it didn't, the original video, why I said who said it, because it didn't matter. It came from a comment. It came from a comment that was made. That's the person who said it. The comment was there. They said it. And I was just bringing to light that women's standards are lower than men. That was the important part. That was the important part. Women's standards are lower than men because women are telling me, I'm not calling out any one of these women because neither one of these women has said that that's what they do. So I'm not in a call out. I wasn't in a call out mode. I was making a statement. None of them had said that they did it, and it wasn't about any one of them doing it. It was just they told me that women are doing this. So if women are participating in walking in oral sex, then men's standards are higher than theirs. Point blank. Why would I need to call somebody's name? Why do I need to say, Kayla, you said, that wasn't the point. There was no need to do that. But guess what? When you go back and look at the original video, you can definitely see who was there. Because I'm not going to even say it. I'm going to let y'all figure it out. It's not important. It was just the fact that women do it. I don't know who does it. It's the fact that it's an okay thing to do, which that's what makes your standard lower. And if that's something that you participate in, because I think, okay, how about this? So I saw in the comment section the other day that you don't mind random sex. You wrote it. Now what? You wrote that. You said, I don't mind random sex. We grown. What they got to do with anything? You said it. See, that didn't sound right, me saying that about you. It didn't. I was just trying to prove a point again. DeSosa said she enjoys random sex. That's not what I do. I just did it for you. I wouldn't do that to them because it was no need to do that. They didn't say that. That wasn't the theme of that day. But we're gonna go back and see if Mr. Boss can get the other video and play it, just a little bit of it. And I'm just showing you all who was actually on the panel so we can just set the scene. If he can do that, then that would be great. Other than that, and if he tells me he can't, it would be also fine. But we're going to give him a minute to do that. But that's all. So I'm not interested in calling nobody out. Why would I need to do that? It's not about that at all. It's just a fact. I just want women, including yourself, to preserve yourself if indeed you want to be married. If you don't want to be married, you of course you're a grown up. You can do whatever you want to. I would say to you, protect yourself. But if a woman wants to be married, I would say preserve yourself. I'm ready now.
Because you were single first before you were married, right? So what did you do?
I told you what I did. I got married at 25 before I had to spend my time or let myself go in this world with trying to prove something to some man that was not going to marry me. So that's what I'm advising y'all to do. Preserve yourself because I actually had a child. But guess what? I'm telling you now, there was no gawking going on. No tossing salads, no gawking, none of that.
Enough. The gawk don't be gawking how I prefer to be gawked gawkwardly. It's a gawking shame.
Listen.
She just on the tip. She just on the tip. That's a real thing.
That's a real thing. I'm sorry.
She getting cut. She getting cut.
So all I wanted y'all to, can you leave it on screen without it not playing? All I wanted y'all to do with that was just to see who was actually on the panel. That was it. I just wanted y'all to see who was there. The only person that, well, it was, the men were different, but Lucky is the only woman that was not there. But Lucky definitely told us in the other video that she was in the comment section. The other ladies were all there. Everybody was there, y'all. We was having a good time, just laughing, having fun. And it turned out to be dirty. It was dirty, but y'all know what I'm saying. They made it more dirty. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. If y'all have any more questions about that video, you can definitely ask, but you can go back this video here. Thank you so much, Accountability TV. That video is on his channel right now. His or her, I don't know, his channel. And y'all can take a look at it and y'all can count the people. And then y'all can go back. Because guess what? B. Taylor herself said, what about what is it? GOP 3000. She named it, but she forgot she was even there. She forgot. Y'all calling me old. Y'all forgetting from week to week. But anyway, Dusto, what's going on?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Can you turn up just a little bit? I can't hear you though.
Oh, cool. I ain't never heard none gawking. They making up. YouTube.
It wasn't them. It was a comment. It was actually a comment.
I ain't never. Maybe I'm getting old. I never heard some of this crazy stuff. But I ain't never seen all kind of. I knew of craziness, but I don't participate with certain groups of people. So then, but you come to YouTube, anybody can grab a microphone. There's no standards. So anybody can grab a mic, say anything, and become anything they want to be. So, going back to the, one thing I did have to say. I remember about a year ago when I first came over to Security Boss channel. It was just like, man, all these women, they just want to be wives. And it's just it's so bad.
You better tell the truth.
So bad. And the men just won't marry. Like, no. Me, Tommy Beef is like, no, that's not what it is out here. No, but these poor victims, they want.
Oh, now you lying, Lord Jesus.
Well, of course I'm exaggerating. Come on.
Scam, I was with you. You just lost me.
They're waiting on the interstate saying, please love me. And the men are saying, no. No. Here's the deal. Now, shout out to the other people. There are some decent people still out here. There's about 6 women left. About maybe 8, 12, few of them.
Stop it.
Per state. 8 per state. The other one are hiding in bunkers. And honestly, I see why.
Scam. No.
Here deal is. This YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Add emotions. Those people are emotional robots. That's all they do. Click just like that, and they just turn into some kind of whatever. Then anybody gets a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever trauma, whatever they got going on, spills into their brain and then into their mouth, out into the microphone. You talk about people in different states, different countries, different background, all this stuff. Some people aren't what they say they are, and all this stuff. and you had some profit and super chats into that. Ooh. And then people love some drama and some old stuff. So why not just say, you know what? Let's just go ahead and all be trolls. So those people beefing on the panel, let's go ahead and stage a fake old thing in Dallas. I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna see you. Bust the windows out the car. Super chats will pay for it. Then meet up in Memphis. I mean, why not? Because it's the same thing every time. These content creators are dapping up in the club, popping ball. Then 3-6 was, I hate that heifer. She ain't nothing. She stole my talking points. 3 weeks later, I'm so sorry. I love you. You're the greatest. It's all a genetic whatever, and it's entertainment. That's where the trolls come in. So just join in on the trolls.
I told you I'm coming to trolling class. I just ain't been yet.
Experienced married trolls. We need shout out to Sugar Bum and the Bounty Hunter trolls. Shout out to the Troll Illuminati. Shout out to the Trolling Section. There's a lot going on out here in these troll streets. Come on and join us.
Dusto, do you have anything other than trolling to add to this situation? I mean, really.
Anyway, the argument.
Whatever, other than trolling.
Oh, yeah, but anyway. The argument over the almighty box and whatever.
Oh, you going back that far? You know that really didn't include me. Really, I mean, I kind of started. Well, let me just be honest. I started the conversation with the question, but I did not intend for it to go so far. I think both of them had decent. Both of them had good points. Actually, they just. I just didn't think that Trill was wrong in any way. He more so said what I was saying. We just wanted women to protect themselves so they wouldn't continue to repeat the cycle that we're in. And like Mel so eloquently put, Chantelle wanted to protect young ladies as they grow up, which is fine to understand that. But it went so left, and it's been so exhausting because it's been going on for a whole entire week. And we're coming from the same place of where we're supposed to be advocating for men. I don't know why we can't just get in the same boat and just ride it.
Security boss.
Yes, sir.
We asked people to become decent people, have good logical conversations, and come solutions. You know what they said?
What they said? No.
Everything that you ask of these people, the answer is no.
You know what? It's kind of funny that you would say that because my show started out like that. I said, well, that question started like that. I said, we ask women to do this and they say no. And we ask something else and they say no. So we got to learn a lot about each other. Women need to learn how men think and, accept what they do and how they are. And ladies have to learn, and men have to learn women, and that we are sometimes emotional in the way we think and carry out our business. And we need to do that in a conversation type way, not necessarily I'm better than you, you're better than me, I make more sense than you do, and you make, like that. It doesn't always have to be controversial. I don't think.
Here's the thing is, well, like your channel, and there's a channel, I don't even troll the chat at all. One of the very channels I don't really troll.
Well, thank you. Should I be honored about that? Or should I welcome the trolling?
That's an honor.
Okay.
I don't troll over here.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, I filtered Sir Hill some of these channels.
Yeah, because we're talking about serious business. We're trying to get you married. You in love lane, and you've been here way too long.
Yeah, I get there. Well, I'm gonna marry another troll. I mean, just gotta. But anyway.
So let me do this super chat right here real quick. Thank you, Machine, for your $2 super chat. He says B. Taylor got cooked by Anton last night. Oh my God. Uh-oh. I hope everything's okay. It's all right. Thank you, Machine, for your $2 super chat. Mr. Scotland, thank you so much. He says, security boss, black men don't have to say much anymore. The black women are writing their own script. All we have to do is watch and listen. Thank you so much, Mr. Scotland, for your $20 super chat. You get the money line song. Give me mine.
I'm getting trolled.
Stop. Money line. I'm running it every time. Give me mine. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Scotland, for your $20 super chat. Hold on for a minute, Dusto. Hold 1 second, Dust. Let me make sure we all done. Okay, go ahead and say what you're going to say.
No, my apologies. I read something funny in the chat, caught me off guard.
Look at you. Be here with me right now, sir.
No, I was saying, you, Sir Hill, Black Men and Philip, some of y'all, foundation about communication between men and women, instead of communication, actually trying to put people together, find out who you are, find out who you are, trying to be a better person, getting around the right people, doing some of the right things to make the right thing happen. And actually that being the foundation and it being an ongoing conversation instead of modern women, 50-50, women won't submit. Modern women, 50-50, women don't submit. In the same circle. We built the world over here. Angry men yelling at the woman. We built the world. Angry woman over here. Y'all ain't making no money, you broke. And it goes on and on and on and on. But 8 years from now, I'm telling you, 15 years from now, be holding the camera. Modern woman won't submit her.
But Scam, what did I tell you a year ago? No, not a year ago. I'm not going to go back that far. What did I tell you about 8 months ago about being at SB Nation and about that war?
That's actually one of my favorite things about COVID. The gender war actually.
What did I say?
That the gender war is over and this is a safe space.
I said in SB Nation, there's no gender war. And I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to that. There's no gender war here. This is love lane, sir. It can't be that way. Why are you saying that?
I'm talking about in general.
Well, you can't be coming over here talking about what happens out there. They are in a whole nother world than us. So listen.
That's what happened in Krew season with that whole thing. The circle.
We're going to end? Okay. So listen, guys. Mr. Boss is like exhausted. And let me make sure that he has found all these super chats because I don't want anyone to tell me later that I forgot your super chats. This has been an outstanding show. I love for you all to be here with me. I love the fact that you are here with me. It is Friday afternoon. It's been a good Friday. Dusto, do you have anything you want to add before I let you go?
Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Also, stay positive. And some of us that do watch, we actually do appreciate you.
I need that, Dusto. Thank you. You actually do appreciate me. Listen, the next time.
And the public on the platform. But
I hear y'all got something going on over there. You ain't worked yesterday, but I hear you got something going on that I could maybe be a part of.
Who?
I'll tell you later. All right. So have a good, another skit, but I can play myself this time.
Oh, okay. Oh,
all right. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. So let me make sure that I'm getting done with all these super chat. Another glance, $2 super chat says, thank you for remaining a lady. I think I've read that already. I appreciate you so much. I think I had one from Brown Eyes and one from AP. I didn't read one from AP. I haven't read one from him. I appreciate him though so much, but I haven't read one from him today. Ricky, I don't think I did. They're lying. AP, I don't think I read one from him today. I saw it though. You're doing God's work. You're appreciated. There are women who watch your show and they don't chat. I'm missing a word there. Your impact is bigger than you know. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, AP. I needed to hear that. You get the money line. I'm working with y'all are working Mr. Boss to death over here today. He got videos, he got chats, and he got money line. Give me mine. Money line. I'ma run it every time. Give me mine. Going up, need no decline. Yeah. Dearly beloved. And also Game Changer. I think I saw another super chat from you. Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. But a Game Changer, we've been here 2.5 hours, and I appreciate you being here. And I definitely want to invite you back. I'm on again tomorrow night with Auston, and you have so much to say about Auston. We appreciate you being there. I hope you can come tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We are doing a show with Auston Holleman. He's going to be telling us all about being a passport bro. And if you got something that you want to contribute, some questions, I would appreciate if you come tomorrow night. But again, thank you so much for your $2 super chat. We're not going to drop the link anymore today. And I appreciate all of you for being here. It's been an outstanding crowd. I hope that you all know just a little bit more about SB. This was me downloading on my Freestyle Friday. I'll probably never, ever do this again. I thank you so much. And I appreciate you. And I will see y'all soon. Be there tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time, right over here at SB Nation. We're talking to Auston Holleman. He's telling us about Passport Bro. The man is 23 and he tired, y'all. He tired already. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Playing house to sing a home with my soul on the road.